So
Golden rarely streams on YouTube. Well, sit and spin, bitch. We're streaming now.
yeah,
You're welcome.
apparently there's nobody here right now. I'm pretty sure that'll start picking up soon.
Yeah. Chat is just me, Wolfhead, but I'm pretty sure as the stream goes on, people will show up.
Yeah, hopefully. Did I make the tweet? Oh, I should also, let's see.
I heard my own voice saying sit and spin, bitch.
Oh, yeah, because, let's go ahead and post that here. No. At everyone. And let's get that link again.
Okay, now I gotta retweet it. I gotta quote tweet this and say, hey, I'm here, nerds.
And I was already hearing myself. Huh. It looks like it's already picking up. That's weird. Alright. Okay, for whatever reason, it just wasn't showing up. Alright, let's fix that. There we go. Let's go ahead and... Yeah. Still setting up, still setting up. I'll begin very, very soon. And there we go. Yes, send it. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes!
Yeah, but are you sure, though? Did you read what you typed? Oh, my God.
Alright, so apparently people are here. I'm going to switch that to live chat so that way all messages can be read. Alright. How's it going, everybody? Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're at, and welcome to another Askin the Fox. It's a thing that I do every August where I just go through a plethora of topics and answering questions. And once again, it's just another convenient time where, because I wasn't active lately, it would just be the right time to just like catch up on shit. So pardon me for dropping that word, but as we're currently live, there's a couple of extra things that I put in. I mean, obviously I've already got, if I can work with the finger correctly, I've got the live chat going. I also have a roster, a call roster on the upper right screen, so that way for people who come and go, that will change over time instead of having to have everybody greet each other. As usual, I always go through a series of categories. I go through what are basically what projects I have, My Little Pony, movies, video games, television, music, and miscellaneous, and then I will have closing statements. So, pardon me if I sound a little off. I've had a bit of a rare morning where trying to set everything up has been a pain in the rear. And don't be surprised if something goes wrong with the webcam. I had to use my phone, and the cable is so delicate, it's so finicky. I don't know what its problem is. So, that being said, I think it's time we go ahead and get started on the first category question. So, yeah, I just now... What the hell? Oh, God, no. Is it not... They haven't been refreshed yet. Yep. This is happening. Alright, give me a second here. No, not that. We got projects. There we go. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and transition that over. I'll be waiting for you guys to ask your questions. In the meantime, I'm going to try to find a timer. Let's set this to... No, stop. Okay, how do I set it up? No. There. Let's set it to 25 minutes. There. Now let's start. I'm just going to move this over here for now. Alright, so let's go ahead and just move this all the way over here. Yeah, screw it, we'll do it live. When's the next returning to Pride Rock? I've already been getting that question since last year, I know. I will say this much, I've already recorded my script for it. There's been some real life stuff going on. So obviously, I got hacked back in January, and then for a temporary time, my channel was taken down. So I had to wait until that would recover, and then I had to go through a couple of other things. I still have the Gen 5 movie to finish up, which has been taking forever at this point. So, G Destroyer, if you have a question, then ask the question. You don't need to say, oh, I have a question, and then just wait afterwards for any acknowledgement. But yeah, that's what's going on. I will get Returning to Pride Rock finished. It's just, real life priorities have become... It's become an issue. Like, it's overwhelming right now. So, that being said, plans to finish that Lion King art thing. Oh, the diamond painting? Yeah, I just haven't got around to it. Again, because of real-life priorities. I hope to do more of that. There's a couple of other art projects that I hope to do at some point for the Creative Hour. I'm way too close right now. I need to zoom out. Have you heard of Ultraman? What is Ultraman?
Ultraman is it's like Japanese Power Rangers, but it's one of them.
So it's something for television. So that kind of question I'm going to save for the topic about television. Okay. So it's like, wow, I feel like my life is... I don't even know why you say that.
Stop trauma dumping in the chat. Hello, Magical Star.
Yep. Ugh. Gotta get that yawn out of the way. It's been for me, especially that post-credit scene.
In Mario, who's the hottest princess? Peach, Daisy, or Rosalina? They said and Rosalina, but they mean or Rosalina.
Alright. So, another question from Hunter Maitzer. Any plans for a Mystery Science Theater 3000 style review? I don't know. I try to work with my own niche. I've seen a couple of people do it before. Like, I've seen Lightning Bliss and Josh do, what was it, the Hug-a-Bunch movie. That was funny as hell to watch. Because the things that happen in there is just absolutely bonkers. Nintendo serving anybody here on Switch a Series and a PS5? That's for video games. Guys, the questions right now are about projects.
Oh, that's why you have that text up there that say projects. Oh,
yeah,
okay,
that's what the category is. Yeah.
You didn't make that clear before, or at least I didn't think you did.
I did, yeah. The first are the first are projects. The next topic is about My Little Pony. Then movies, video games, television. When can we expect the next Golden Fox Plays video? So I've been all over the place trying to work on the highlight reels. So far, I've worked on a lot of the Golf with the Friends one. It's been going along very, very slowly because I'm trying to cut out the ones that I've already streamed. Chances are I'm probably going to take a break this week to focus on cutting away a lot of the streams, the game streams that I did for this past year, so that way I can get ahead of time. But hopefully when I get to finish Golf with the Friends, which is split in 2 parts, by the way. I wanted to make that a New Year's thing, but stuff happened. I'm going to push that to November this year and then just continue my way forward with the other projects. I mean, as is, I've already been clipping apart a lot of moments from a lot of streams, so expect a lot of them later in the year. It's just, it's just been hectic. So, Rosie Severs, or Rose Pal, haven't heard from you in a while, Rose. What review projects are you thinking of planning next? So I've already stated that I'm already doing the Gen 5 movie review on New Generation. I'm kind of on the fence of whether or not I review that pilot episode. What was it called? Make Your Mark. I forgot. I don't know the full name of it. I've got a few other scripts that have been kind of sitting in the back, and I want to make that work and trying to get ahead of the curve of having some projects set to be released.
I'm trying to think. I can't even remember what it was supposed to be called either.
Yeah. As is, there's already been, let's see, I got it right. So it was called Make Your Mark. There's already, a bunch of negative feelings going on with Gen 5, and it's just, it's frustrating. So, any plans for future collabs? Not that I know of. I have ideas, but ideas are not always going to be, they're not always going to be, what's the term? Absolute. You ever have that? You have something, you can imagine what you're planning out to say, only to find out that, you completely run into a brain fart.
All the fucking time, dude.
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's okay, I think I know what to say, but then all of a sudden you're completely hesitant in saying it.
Your brain just leaves you. Your brain is just all right, fuck you, you're on your own. It's what? Wait, what? What? Yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah. Also, G Destroyer, I've already said, this topic is about projects. Whatever things you're asking about Gundam or anime, save that for television, or whatever it is. If it's a television series, that's for another topic. Chris Morris, that's a topic, that's a question for another topic.
Turning red, please. I don't even know if he's asking you to turn red physically, or if he's asking you to do a review of Turning Red. Oh, wait, Golden.
Yes?
I have a question for you.
Okay.
And it has to do with projects. In terms of writing skits, how many, how many skits have you written, if you can even remember? In comparison to all your friends who write skits, how many skits have you written?
What do you mean by skits? Something with, how Lightning Bliss edits those magic lesson videos, or?
Yeah, how much, this is a weird question, I know, so I have to explain it better. How much do you contribute to a script where you're you know what'll be funny in this scene? This would be funny. And then you contribute to the script, and then you're like, we should animate that, or we should edit my pony doing this. This will make them laugh. But usually it has nothing to do with the story at hand.
I would say that it's a little bit more rare that I do that because I get so caught up in so many other things. However, there have been a few ideas around, for instance, so there's already been this connection between my character and Twink, who for whatever reason has a massive crush on my character.
Yeah, like that.
Something that would be funny would be alright, so Chris had just given me an update. A belching contest. Yeah, so we've already seen a bit of a hint from the monster fight between Twink and the bread monster that he lets out a burp, and Solar and I are just oh god, the breath is horrible. But we call ourselves the Belch Brothers. But it would be absolutely funny to make a skit where Twink and I are having a massive belching contest. I don't know how far that's gonna go, but that's just one example that just popped into my head, and it's been a long time between the again, I'm having another brain fart. I hate it when that happens. But I think you get the idea. So
I do get the idea. I do think that realistically, if you're gonna make a skit where Twink and you and Twink have a belching contest, and there's Twink on one side and you and Solar on the other, I realistically don't see you winning. I just see Twink belching, and then the earth cracks in two, and then you fly out into space. I see crazy shit like that happening.
You're pretty close on track, but I wouldn't expect the earth to shatter. But I would expect that if Solar and I were to compete with him, I could just imagine him the two flying across Bliss's channel. I think that would be hilarious. So, all right. So, from Magical Dude, would you ever want to do those Sprite videos you used to do again? I'm still on the fence with that. There's an idea that I have with it. I will say this. I have been bringing back a lot of my old Sprite projects and kind of upscaling it to a 1080p screen. It's just taken a bit because I have to do a process of decompiling it together so that way I can like re-edit the sources and put it on a bigger scope. It's not too hard to do. It's just very, very tedious. And I hope that at some point that I can get it all done before the end of this year. Like, there's already a lot of projects that are just building over my shoulders as is, but that's something in mind. But I'm thinking about redoing the first Flash that I did, which was Mario Special Transformation. Mario combines his power-ups into something, but there's a little bit more thought put into it, and it's going to take a while before I can get that done. So... So, let's see. Would you ever review a classic film like Charade? Charade?
Charade.
I don't even know what that movie is.
Well, now is the perfect time to find out. In next year, Golden is going to be reviewing Charade. Get pog, chat.
Well, I've been going through let's see how to play that. Alright, so what's up, Golden? How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well for music, gaming, voice acting. Who or what inspired you to do what you love doing? So, there's a couple of names. For starters with, let's say, got this little alfalfa hair sticking on the back of my head. So, yeah, it's like sticking up. It looks so disorienting to look at. So, with Sprite films, or I shouldn't say films, Sprite projects back in like the days of Newgrounds, I was inspired by Randy Solom, who passed away in 2012, and another user who goes by the name of Yoshi One Up. His videos are very fast paced. Keyframe is doing a bunch. She's spamming everything.
Key, get out of here! Stop spamming feet! I am a mod, and I will ban you.
In terms of reviewing movies, and would eventually become a huge part of the channel, I was somewhat inspired by Doug Walker to speak up about things, but in terms of critical analysis and such, I was inspired by Roger Ebert and James Rolfe when he did his movie reviews. Alright, so what else do we have here? How many push-ups can you do without crying? Yes.
No, answer the question. You can't duck out of this one.
I don't know. Like, I don't
Chrissy, know. To give you some peace of mind, let's just say he could do 0.08 push-ups without crying. Anything above that, he starts tearing up. Okay? Can we all just agree on that? Can we all just take that home?
Hello, Rivislats.
How many push-ups is 0.08? What the fuck? Like a centimeter off the ground? Did
it's
you
like
just start weeping?
It's like as soon as I get started, I can't move.
This is Chrissy is trying to flex on you right now because she could do a lot of fucking push-ups.
She does a lot of fitness stuff.
She's over there in the background doing like fucking crunches and shit. She's like, how many push-ups can you do, nerd? It's like, Chrissy, get out of here.
Sorry, I'm late. How you doing? Alright, so I'm waiting for the next question. It seems to be a bit of a slow audience. Okay, so what show can you acknowledge is good, but you couldn't possibly get into it? Just like it doesn't vibe with you. Oh, that's a difficult question. Because I haven't watched enough TV shows to grasp an idea on something of what is entertaining, but it's not for me.
I think I have an answer to this question.
Go ahead.
For me specifically, Breaking Bad, and it's one of those situations where so many people were telling me to watch the show, it turned me off to actually watching the show. So I'm sorry if this breaks your heart, chat. I will never watch Breaking Bad, nor will I ever watch Better Call Saul. I'm sure they are the best shows that I will never watch. But that's just how it's gonna go down. I'm sure Breaking Bad is great, but I will never see it.
All right, so I just need to clarify once again that this is a question regarding projects. So it's another 10 minutes in regards to that. Then we move on to the next topic. I'm pretty sure I'll get into further detail to answer that previous question. Have you seen the new Hell of a Boss? Again, that's for another time or another topic. Sorry.
Yeah, this is all about projects, chat. Ask them about projects.
I think I made this time a little longer than usual. I should have made it shorter, but then again, it's just a short crowd right now.
Yeah, the crowd will get bigger.
Talked about it yesterday. Yeah, I talked about it on the podcast. I've already got it archived and ready to be out. I think this coming Saturday. Alyssa, projects.
What is another project-related question I can fucking ask
those are the
you,
questions I'm looking for. And people are like, have you seen this? Have you seen that? Guys, pay attention to what is on the screen.
What is a music project you want to tackle?
Now we're going somewhere. Okay, so there's a couple of music projects that I have in mind. Something I wanted to do is reviewing video games, and I have an ideal opening track for that. I gotta get to it at some point. I've got too many projects that are just like hovering over my head, but that's something that I hope to get done, prepared for next year. Something for fun. I want to do a cover of the Angry Video Game Nerd. Bliss wants...
What, his theme song?
Yeah, his theme song. Another which is the Rainbow Bright. Lightning Bliss wants me to do a cover of that song. Or at least a whereabouts. Okay, so what's your least video that you've done and what you would do? Oh, least favorite video. Okay, so... if I would kind of restate a couple of things on what I said about Philly Vanilli. Because I did not expect... I did not expect to have such a controversial situation on my own hands. So, like, you already know what happened when Philly Vanilli came out, don't you, Wolfhead?
Philly Vanilli. That's the one where Pinky is mad to Fluttershy for basically no reason.
Okay, I wouldn't say mad, but she was being very, very overbearing and insensitive to Fluttershy's situation. Like, she's just obliviously coming in, and it just got frustrating. Like, nobody stops to, like, nobody tries to stop her from anything they're doing. Yes, honey, I saw your private message about that. Also, feel free to join the call if you want. Because it's only Wolfhead and I were trying to carry the weight of this stream. If you could, would you consider having a VTuber model of your OC for streams? VTuber? I don't know what that is.
You don't know what a VTuber is? It is the sensation that is sweeping the nation, my good friend. That's all I have. Key in chat, no.
Animal Pop Pony, yes, I am still going to review The Lion Guard. My next entry of Returning to Pride Rock is still coming your way. Oh, we've got some shenanigans coming in. We've got Gorilla Chrissy coming in.
Monkey, return to Monkey.
Hi, honey.
Hello.
Hi.
Sorry, I didn't see you respond to my post, so...
That's fine.
Is there some affection going on back there?
You want to say nerd? Nerd.
Nerd! You wonder why I'm getting bald. Nah. I don't know, my hair looks like garbage right now.
You look fine.
It's even more out of control. Alright. Let's see. At least an animated 2D avatar of your OC. I don't know what that means.
Well, it's like the PNG tubers I do, but they actually can, like, their mouths actually move and stuff.
Isn't that what you do for your Jeopardy thing with Ann Mai and...
I just said, it's like the PNG tubers, except the mouths actually move. Like, they're actually, like, rigged models. They're not just bouncing up and down.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
Will you ever go back to making some LP projects? Yes. It's this year has been. I hit a big slump, and I've already
Just been
Go ahead.
Just been hitting slumps left and right. All of us, really.
Yeah, no, because like, obviously, like, earlier this year, I got hacked, and I had to recover from that. I've been having to deal with a couple of copyright claims, some of which I was picking some wrong battles, and, in case you're wondering what happened to the pilot review, I got a copyright strike and the video was taken down. Yeah. Just note to self, if you ever wanted to... if you ever want to do any YouTube videos, do not use third-party music. God damn it, Chrissy.
What do you want? Just answer the questions. Look, they're asking a lot of stuff over there.
Alright. Let's see. Rose has a question. Our friend Sama has her own VTuber model. Oh, it's, let's see.
YouTuber model, give him money.
Does it have to cost money for that?
I mean, unless you want to rig it yourself.
To get someone to make it.
Usually people commission people who know how to do the whole 2D live rigging and stuff, but you can learn how to do it yourself. I mean, it's not impossible. You know, like neuroscience, I could learn neuroscience. Doesn't mean that I would want to and rather hire someone who knows.
Alright, so if Kia's not a TF2 anymore, what sort of projects will she be in now? Oh, oops, I forgot I'm supposed to be talking.
Is that a joke question?
You do realize that me and Golden are individual people.
Why do I hate Amy? Audrey, I can't say that name right. Save that for another topic. We'll save that for video games.
Monkey frame. I like that.
I can imagine Robin saying that. Monkey frame. I still love that April Fool's video that she made the other year. It goes, I need a drink. Yep.
I have a question for you, Golden.
Alright, go ahead.
If you ever plan on being in front of a camera to be in, like, your future projects, will you ever consider having a small puppet version of yourself and having it accompany you in future projects? Because I think that would be hilarious.
I'm sitting there thinking, like, what?
I want someone to make a tiny, goofy-looking Brett as a puppet. And I want you to walk around with him all the time.
Alright, so we have one. What is your favorite collab YouTube video you made? Magic Sheep.
That one's a good one.
Oh. You're biased.
You are planning to do a prank call with Jasper.
Oh, yeah, no, I've been meaning to, because Joey already got started on writing a script without, like, contacting me about it. But hopefully at some point I can get back to him and we can try to figure something out. Would you ever do an April Fool's video someday? I already made 2. They're not going to be on the channel for very long because it's not doing much else right now.
I want you to do an April Fool's video where you unironically say, like, your top 5 favorite episodes of MLP and they're all your least favorite, but you, like, wax beautiful poetry about each one.
Sugar Sock. Save that for television. Will you...
Sugar Sock?
That's what it says. Adragami Sugar Sock. It's a really, really...
Adragami Sugar Sock? Lumity Huntlow Emily is good.
That is a very long name, but hey, you said everything you wanted to say all at once.
So, Selector Detector, will you review MLP Gen 5? Yes, I am. I'm still working on a new generation. It's been taking forever.
Will you do more Cup of Joe videos?
Yeah. I've already got a couple of ideas down. Wait, where was that? Oh, there it is. From Rosie. Sorry for being too loud.
I mean, like, I'm leaning into you. I would rather yell at you.
Sorry, I don't mean to do that.
I mean, I know. Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
When is the segment over?
It just ended.
Totally planned.
Alright, so should we set another timer for 25 minutes? I'm pretty sure people will have more questions regarding MLP.
So what's your next topic?
My Little Pony.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
No, so to answer that one question, I'm still going to be in things, and I still write some episodes of TF2, and I may appear in things. I'm just not the medic anymore. Also, I stream regularly and make my own shit on my channel.
Yeah.
I exist outside of his channel and TF2.
Yeah, and I'm also we're trying to do things outside of MLP, but hey, we'll still talk about it.
Come for the ponies, stay for the cringe.
Stay for the cringe.
I mean, I'm a particular type of cringe. It's called entertainment. But yeah, I'm still around.
Mm-hmm.
Whether I'm a pony or a blue-headed person, it just all depends. Anyways, I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm very tired.
All right, then.
I don't have to go train till 5 p.m.
Yep. All right, and the timer is off because we already have
Bye,
the question.
losers.
Oh, I have no interest in questions to ask. I'll ask, how are you doing today? Okay. Key is even streaming tomorrow and Sunday on Awkward. Yep. All right, so I thought there was like a legit question about MLP.
Yeah, I moved my phone in here. No, I did not.
No. Okay.
I'm gonna subscribe to Keyframe. Just one comment.
I hope you guys enjoy the moment where Key is coming in, because like everything was just like incredibly awkward because I'm trying to like, because like there's various questions and hi editor. Just
sit down anywhere, I guess.
Yeah, no, no. I'm just like I'm waiting until we get a question regarding MLP.
Yeah, we're talking about pony stuff right now, editor.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, editor.
Hey, we all alright?
Have you ever gotten around to watching Tell Your Tale? No, I haven't. I know that they're like 5 minutes per entry. I just not sure where to start yet. I just haven't gotten around to watching it. So, favorite guest star in MLP? I would have to say Cheese Sandwich from Weird Al Yankovic, which is nothing new at that point.
Yeah, she said. Yeah, Weird Al. Patton Oswalt is a close second for me.
I gotta go with Scott McNeil.
All right, so who's your favorite Gen 5 pony? Sunny Star Scout.
It used to be Izzy for me, but now I'm leaning towards Zip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sunny. She's so like dedicated to so many things. Who's your favorite pony of each pony race, Gen 4 and Gen 5? Okay, so for Gen 4, I've always been jumping all over the place with who was my favorite character. But even trying to narrow down just the different races. For Pegasus, I would say Fluttershy. Unicorn, Rarity. For Earth Pony, Applejack.
An Alicorn?
Luna.
Good answer.
For Gen 5, that is a.
What is that laugh?
Yeah.
Because I knew he was gonna say Luna, and that's why I was laughing
Okay,
like that.
I don't know whether or not you guys have ever heard of it, but we've got this comedian in the UK called Jimmy Carr, and he laughs like that. It's like one of the most patronising laughs. Like he tells a joke. It's his laugh.
All right, so, but for Gen 5, I don't have enough to. I don't have enough of an idea to try to break apart who my favorite characters are through each race. I just have a general favorite character so far. Okay, so question about do I hate Flurry Heart? No, I don't. She's a baby. She hardly does much. I didn't like that in what's that episode called? The one where Twilight has to babysit her, and then she causes like a problem in the hospital.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I was so annoyed that Twilight was having to take the blame for all of it, and everybody saying, "Well, she's a baby, she needs attention." Well, okay, that doesn't excuse Flurry Heart to cause such a ruckus and put a bunch of sick children in danger.
Oh, flurry of emotions. That was it.
Flurry of yeah.
Although I can say I can relate to Cadence and Shining Armor when they first introduced them, just like they're all ruffled and all that. It's like, yeah, that's my job on a daily basis.
The Crusher guy asks, "What is your take on Kieran's in MLP Gen 4?" I love the Kieran's.
I love the Kierans too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love their designs. Least favorite MLPG? I think you mean Generation. Gen 3.
I was going to say, did you know the G stand for generation? Is that why they were saying your favorite G?
Next question. Can you review Sounds of Silence? Yes, that was an idea that's been in the works. We just haven't got around to it because of other stuff going on. I'm trying to hold back from so much swearing.
YouTube is just like, yeah, say the F word, say it, I dare you.
What is your favorite non-pony species? That's a tough question.
It's not the yaks. It can't be the yaks.
No, it can't be the orcs. I mean the X.
The orcs.
I will say this. I have to give credit to a channel that I've seen for a while called Shunks. Her OC is literally a yak.
Yeah.
Like, that is a very bold move on her part.
I've seen a couple of her videos. She's good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Let's see. Favorite Season 4 episode? Pinky Pride.
It would be Pinky Pride,
It's so sad that the Kierans didn't get much love after their episode. Yeah. Like, we've seen a little bit in the series finale. What's your favorite Lion King character? Dude, save that for movies. That's not the topic right now.
I think they kind of missed... Hey, Logic. I think they kind of missed it on something, because it's like, you know that... I forgot, what was the season where they started going to school?
That was Season 8.
I thought I was going to say 7, but yeah, it is 8.
Right.
So
every single one of the young six was non-pony, except for Sandbar. If they would have made Sandbar a Kieran, then I think it would have had like a good effect.
It would,
fantastic.
But he was there before the Kieran episode happened.
Oh God, yeah, he was.
Yeah. Who was your least favorite villain? Sombra.
Hey.
No, what about the racist pony?
Naysay?
He wasn't really a villain.
He was just an anti-hero at most.
Yeah. He was just an anti-hero with the voice of the brain and the dress up as Doctor Strange. That's
the
all
best
he
way to
was.
explain Naysay is that he's more of a situation than a villain.
Okay, that's a nice way to put it. Yeah.
All right. Can you review Keepers of Discord? What's Keepers of Discord?
Don't you mean Dungeons of Discord?
G Destroyer, you're gonna have to clarify that. The only yak I like is
Discord
Yona.
like a fanfic or something?
The only yak I like is Yona. Hey Eddie, for you. Can you review Keepers of? No, I already went through that.
Oh, Keepers of Discord is a full movie.
I have never heard of it.
Yeah, okay, by the looks of things, it looks like it's an animated audio drama.
Do you think Discord is a bad friend? I think in the later seasons he's done more bad than good. That's a bit of a can of worms to try to answer that question. He has these odd intentions that are notorious, but they help out in the long run.
Yeah.
No, I have never heard of Keepers of Discord.
Dr. Wolf has done a reading of it.
Okay, good for him.
Ow. Stab him right in his face, why didn't you?
That's not stabbing anything.
I'm just saying, if you ever wanted to know about it, it's on his channel.
Alright, anyway, is it wrong that I hate Three's a Crowd? No. Three's a Crowd is a bit of an odd episode. Oh, it's a fan fiction. That's why I haven't heard of it. Yeah, I don't do fan fictions. I only go by what the official show provides. You know, that's what provides. You know what is, you know, what's really canon, and not someone's personal interpretation.
I guess.
So by that logic, then, would you review their games?
No. I do like giving support to FanWorks though, because that's a whole different project that I hope that my critiques would help them in their favor.
Okay.
Yeah, like that's different. Speaking of Discord, what would be your favorite Discord antic? Not sure.
That I think I'd go for when Discord tries acting normal.
Discord tries acting normal. When did that happen?
It was in that episode where he's trying to plan a tea party.
Oh, Discord and Harmony.
Yeah.
And he was fading away.
Yeah, exactly. It's like there's no he's acting normal. There's no Discord. I was like, I love that kind of mindset towards it.
I like it because it kind of justifies both why he does the bad shit that he does and why he doesn't help when other bad shit's happening. Because if he's helping and not being chaotic, it might actually kill him.
Yeah, he's literally MLP Loki.
Yep. All right. So next question. Is there a character you connect to on a personal level? I would say Fluttershy.
Huh.
Hail Hydrate. That's what I'm reading in the Discord chat. It's an animated GIF.
Hail Hydrate.
It's supposed to be Hydra from Captain America. I still love that one moment from that movie. It's a little off topic at the moment, but it's one of the bad guys that gets caught, and he bites like some kind of some kind of cyanide pill that was attached to his tooth, and he dies going, "Hit Hydra!" Oh, just his death was hilarious. What is your favorite Flutter? I don't understand that question.
Favorite Flutter? What? Do they mean probably who's your favorite member of the Shy family?
I wouldn't know. Out of all the Wonderbolts, which one do you hate the most, or do you hate them all equally, besides Dash, of course? If I had to narrow things down, I would say Spitfire. Because everybody keeps saying that the Wonderbolts did nothing wrong. They didn't do anything. Spitfire in particular was the one in charge of everything. Like, she knew the ups and downs and what to warn Dash and such, but she didn't clarify everything, and she was just very oblivious and complacent with everything. And I think that's much worse than the argument of doing nothing wrong, because you're supposed to keep an eye and pay attention to everything if you're the head of something, especially something relating to the military. Ignore the last one. What was your favorite Fluttershy moment? Hurricane Fluttershy.
Oh yeah.
If there was a guest star you would have wished to be an MLP, who would it be? Not sure. It really all depends on how they do their part. Let's say, to give an example, because I know that there's. Go ahead.
Dan Avidan. I want Dan Avidan.
Okay, so
I want him to make a character for him. Yeah.
If Dan Avidan would make an appearance, they would have to be very, very strict on his innuendos, if you know what I mean. Like, it would definitely, like, his giggles and his laughs would definitely work if he were to do, like, a guest in MLP.
Also, he would have to sing a song at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
He has to. It's
He
his
has
contract.
to. His voice is absolute gold.
Yeah.
It's a goddamn pony so laser fight.
I I can imagine like Ninja Brian somewhere in the background working with Daniel Ingram on the like the synthesizers.
That would be dope. I would love that.
Goodaloo, don't you know that you are cool as fuck on the inside?
Anyway, if you would get the chance to voice a character on the show, who would you rather voice a C or a new character on the show? I actually would turn down the offer because I don't see myself as a voice actor. I tried doing voice acting before, and it just didn't take off at all.
Fair.
No, you know what, Golden? There's a difference between like voice acting and playing your own character. Because when you play your own character, you could just be yourself. When you're voice acting,
I would not want them to have the rights to my own character because, as is,
that is true.
They would butcher the hell out of the character and not coincide with or just cater to how I want my character written as.
Yeah.
Because then you're not writing for yourself. They're writing for something. They're writing for themselves.
This confuses me, but how does Celestia have a nephew, even though she's more than 1,000 years old? Are you talking? I think she's. I think he's. They're asking about Blue Blood. I'm not sure.
I don't think you're supposed to think about it very much.
Fuck Blue Blood, dude.
Yeah, like we only see him appear once, and that's it.
Yeah. In my mind, Blue Blood doesn't exist. Next question.
If you had to choose your favorite Gen 4 villain, who would it be, and what's your favorite song they sung?
Are we all going to say it at the same time? 1, 2, 3. Chrysalis! Oh, come on, guys.
I'm a bit mixed on Chrysalis. Like, I like the idea that she was going with, but then the series was just dumbing her down because everybody was nitpicking at her plans. Like, oh, you could have done this or you could have done that. And it's been very irritating. But I do love This Day Aria.
Yes, good song, good song.
It is. Well, what is my
that
favorite song of Yes, Logic?
Is like, may I bring up something on the topic of villains and then we can do the music thing? So, I don't have a favorite Gen 4 villain because all the ones I liked were not ruined, but became, like, they kind of lost the thing I liked about them. Like what you said about Chrysalis. I liked Sombra because he seemed like a very Sauron type deal. Like, he's a spirit without a physical body who needs something to get it back. But then they turned him into a fucking idiot when, quote-unquote, Grogar brought him back. Yeah. And then there was Grogar, who I liked, until it was revealed that Grogar didn't actually fucking exist.
On a personal note of my own, I liked Old Man Tyrek, but I hate bulky Tyrek.
Yeah, no, he became too big.
Yeah, exactly. The old man one was like sly and creepy, but at the same time like menacing. He came across as like Admiral Thrawn.
Yeah, I liked him before he became supersized, but I liked his old state and the first stage he goes to after absorbing enough power. I don't like his big boy form.
Yeah.
And I guess my favorite villain in quotations would have to be Discord because he's the only one they didn't fuck up.
Debatable. There's a few episodes I can list
because a lot of people have seen him as like, oh, he's such a jerk. He does a bunch of mean things to what his plan was when he was impersonating Grogar the whole time. Like, that just felt like
I do get you, and you are right. But I like to look at it through the lens of, well, he's causing chaos because that's literally breathing to him. Okay, and he'll die if he doesn't.
Defend him being an absolute dick to Starlight in that one episode, then.
Oh, God.
I can't.
Exactly.
I don't like that episode.
Nobody does.
Doesn't mean Discord isn't my favorite.
Alright, so, to the next question. What is your favorite song in Gen 4? Ooh. That's a toss-up between either Pinky's Lament or The Magic Inside from the main attraction.
Make a wish it's your birthday.
I actually like the final song of the series, like Our Friendship Grows.
Oh, that song is so gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why, I have a thing for send-off music, I think is what you'd call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw you guys a curveball. Can I throw you guys a curveball real fast?
Go ahead.
Babseed. Babseed is a good song. It is. What are you laughing at me for?
I'm not arguing.
I don't know whether or not you guys have seen this or not, but you know this. You're gonna fit right in from the movie is the exact same tune as Babseed.
Probably why I like it so much.
I was close to liking Fit Right In until Izzy decided to throw in a hip hop segment. I was like, no, you ruined it. You ruined it.
I can show you a video that will make it 10 times better.
Oh god, do you guys remember the song that came from one of the Equestria Girls shorts, and it was the one with the yacht?
No, I don't.
I think it's literally called the EG's on this yacht, and I fucking...
We watched it together.
That lives rent free in the darker reaches of my brain, the place I like to call the abyss. I can still fucking hear it.
Let's move on to the next question. Who's your least favorite princess?
Celestia.
Celestia.
I have.
Fuck that bitch.
Are you really gonna make me the guy? Are you really gonna make me the guy that has to save Celestia from each and every one of your clutches?
I am going to make you that guy.
Oh my god.
So,
Cadence is boring.
You know what? That's a fair.
Okay.
Argument.
I
hadn't-
have to agree on the cadence.
like, I don't know why. I feel like the reason I would rank Cadence higher than Celestia marginally is because,
She does
like-
shit.
yeah, and also I really like the Crystal Empire, and also she has associations to the Changelings because of the whole thing that happened there,
Yeah.
and the Sombra thing, because she literally runs the Empire he tried to enslave.
Yeah.
So
It's with
she's part
Cadence,
of
it's
more.
literally MLP Total War.
No, it's like, the thing is, with Celestia, it's kind of like, okay, you know, she's on the box, so she needs to be a thing. But then you're like, but Luna actually did shit, and she was a villain, and then Cadence actually did shit, and she was a hero. Like, nobody yeeted Celestia at Sombra. And there's a
Yeah,
reason
you're
for
right.
that.
Here's an interesting
He
question.
doesn't do anything.
Here's an interesting question. If you had to be stuck in a life or death game with your least favorite bad guy, would it rather be Flim Flam Brothers or Sven Gallop? I would say Sven Gallop because despite how much of a jerkwad he is, he doesn't seem he doesn't seem capable of strategizing anything. Whereas the Flim Flam Brothers, they always plan things out very quickly. So they have a big
Yeah, they pull
advantage.
some-
Yeah, they have an advantage there.
Yeah,
I
they'd
only
pull some
wanna-
sort of device out of their ass that they like made in 2 seconds, and then they'd win somehow.
I'd only want to be with these Flim Flam brothers because Flim is voiced by Scott McNeil. That's the only reason I'd want to be with him. Yes, Rosie, I am bad. What are you going to do about it? Yeah.
She was traumatized that she had to imprison her own sister for 1,000. The thing with Celestia is that there's part of her where she like doesn't try to help, or she tries to secretly guide but doesn't show it very well. Just like, okay, so there's like, if you remember back in season 1 when you saw that what's her name, Rarity was about to fall to her doom in Sonic Rainboom, Celestia did nothing.
Exactly, she doesn't do shit.
Like,
She can't
This
fly
is-
that fast.
if I
That's
may
my
add to that,
defense.
I think I know why.
Teleport.
It's like, I think I know why Celestia ranks so low on my list. And it's not because I don't like her character. Her character's fine. But it's like everything she does or doesn't do feels very much like a sort of
Cop out.
like it's very inconsistent. It's like you see her do stuff, but then in the very next time she needs to, she can't for some reason, and it's just like you see, it's like she seems omniscient at some points, but then she feels genuinely cognitively absent at other points.
So, who's your favorite Crusader? Scootaloo.
Scootaloo.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Because
Um,
she's dealing with some limitations and like all kinds of problems.
I'm gonna have to be the oddball out. I actually like Sweetie Belle.
Not many.
Okay.
That's not too much of an odd one because a lot of people just. It's because of just how adorable she is.
It's also that she's a little sister and I'm a little sister, so we kind of have a similarity relation.
Yeah, no, that
Can I-
showed very well in Sister Social.
Can I ask a question about that? Actually, thinking about it.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously AJ and AJ and Apple Bloom, they both have solo singing parts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Rarity and Sweetie Bloom both have solo singing parts.
Yes.
Has Scootaloo ever had a solo singing part?
Not that I
I-
know.
No.
Of.
No.
Right,
No,
which is
I
the
don't think so.
which is the exact same thing with Dash. She's only ever had one solo singing part,
Oh.
the same as Scoots.
So the
Okay.
next question. Pardon me if I Pardon if I ask. What episode do you guys hate the most? Newbie Dash.
Friendship University.
Um,
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, no, because Newbie Dash was the episode where she finally becomes a Wonderbolt, and what you give us is incredibly mean-spirited, and people defending it saying, oh, you see, it's about hazing, and the military has to do it. No! Like, first of all, don't even try to show this to children because you give the wrong impression. Two, I watch Friendship is Magic to escape reality, not have the reality check of having your dreams come true. Like, that was a slap in the face for spending several years of my time watching the show, because Dash's character arc has been so imperative or so vocal since the beginning of the show, and that's how you end it? Like, Dash got treated dirty.
Yeah, she might as well not actually joined them.
Yeah.
Mm.
And people constantly defend the actions with the Wonderbolts. It's the reason why I hated the Wonderbolts. Because the whole, oh, they did nothing wrong, Dash was taking it personal. There's no proper communication, and apparently that's considered special treatment for whatever reason. Yeah, worst episode of the show.
Mine.
Wait, Wolfhead, do you want to go or should I go?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
yakety sax for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
That's so mean to her, and it's not nice.
Mm.
Just Yakety Sax was a frustrating episode in in the same vein that I had with Somebody to Watch Over Me, where you have something going for you, have an idea, but then it just takes a U-turn, or a character gets smacked with a stupid stick for the plot convenience of trying to further navigate a conflict of some sort. So, with Yakety Sax, we have the episode where Pinky's trying to play this giant, this giant, what's it called? Some kind of,
Trumpet?
it's an instrument. We'll just call it instrument. And every time she plays it, it's very disruptive. So what do they do to try to talk to Pinkie Pie about the situation? Oh, we don't think you're very good at it. No! You just told her to find a private place to practice it because it's causing problems. And then Pinkie decides, oh, I'm just going to go ahead and give up. Like, that took a random U-turn. Like, it could have been like, okay, I'll just practice even harder. Like, that would have been hilarious. Like, there were so many different directions, and they went with that one. And the bagpipe. Yeah, that giant bagpipe, or the Yodaphone.
Yodaphone.
Yeah, and just near the end of the episode, we see that one of the acts is able to play it so beautifully, but when Pinkie plays it, everybody's cool with it. So she doesn't improve, nobody was properly communicated with her, and just like, what were you smoking when you wrote this episode?
Nothing meaningful seemed to happen. However, speaking of the idiot stick, Friendship University.
Oh, God.
It's like, Friendship University sucks copious amounts of unlubricated horse dick because it relies solely on the idiot stick, not just for the public who knows who the heroes are and who Flim and Flam are, but also the alleged smartest unicorn in the history of ever, Star Swirl the fuck-mothering bearded. But no, a conflict has to exist, and people have to fall for Flim and Flam's scheme again because
the
insert dial-up tone.
Can that be his title from now on? Star Swirl the motherfucking bearded.
Fuck Mothering. Starswell the
Alright.
fuck Mothering bearded. That's his name
Yeah.
now.
Darren
Alright,
Rude,
my-
pretty much, honestly, no one can improve bagpipes? That's bullshit, dude!
Have
Alright.
you?
I got one for you. And
Go
this might
ahead.
be a bit
What?
weird. Daring fuck... No, what is it one? Daring fuck you don't.
Daring
Darren
Dome.
don't. Yeah.
Oh, is that the
Yeah.
one where Daring Do was real?
Yes, and the reason I hate that episode is because it unmade my favourite episode in the whole damn show.
Yikes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because, okay, that was my calling to accept who I was because I watched it and it was basically, okay, so I can imagine myself in this scenario where I'm afraid to admit to liking something and that I can imagine myself within that scenario. So that's why the design of Dash looked like, Daring Do looked like Dash, is because, oh, I'm imagining myself in this scenario. Yes, people do that. What do they do in the next one? Oh yeah, she just exists and looks like Dash. Fuck you.
Yeah. That was... She's a palette swap.
Yeah, take yourself and fuck yourself with yourself.
Alright, so, we just, the time is now completely dry on that one. It's time we move on to the next topic regarding movies. And I'm going to, let's set this one to maybe 25 minutes? I mean, how big are you guys into films?
I mean, it depends.
Yeah, it depends.
Alright.
Honestly, it depends on the questions. If they're about a movie I'm interested in.
Alright, well, let's give it 25 minutes. And the timer's going.
Okay.
So yeah.
Alright, everybody, movie time.
Yeah, so now it's time we talk about movies.
Yay, movies.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if not Ace Combat, what the fuck? That's the game.
That's a game!
So,
what is the movie? What is the movie?
So,
Somebody
Top
help.
Gun?
So if
Top
Ace
Gun, yeah.
Attorney... Oh, no, that is also a game.
So if Ace Attorney,
I know.
Golden, if you were going to court and Ace Attorney was your lawyer, how good do you think your odds would be
I don't know.
of winning the case?
Alright, we got some
Phoenix Wright.
questions.
His name is Phoenix Wright.
Anyway, what are your thoughts on the Lightyear movie? I talked about that on the podcast. It's underwhelming. It's not the worst, but it wasn't one
the
of
what
Pixar's
movie?
Lightyear.
Oh.
Oh, Lightyear. Gotcha.
I only watched that last Saturday with Crimson, and honestly, I really enjoyed it.
There's people who enjoyed it, and it's fine. It feels weird that it's like this is the Lightyear movie that people identified.
Yeah, I love it because of the references that you get.
Well, Stargazer, everyone's thoughts on Minions: Rise of Guru. I never bothered with Despicable Me, and I hate the Minions.
Did you say Rise of Guru?
Gru.
That's
Gru.
literally
It's
part
Gru.
2.
I'm sorry, Gru. That just further proves I have not watched those movies.
Hello, Minion Nail.
Let me make something clear. The original Despicable Me, the first one at least, was great. The second one,
Yeah.
I didn't really care for it. The third one, the exact same thing. But I just didn't give a shit about the Minions movie. I know my nephews were a big fan of it, but it's not really something that bothers me. That being said, I do agree with people as to why the Minions are so despised. Freaking Illumination keeps shoving them around people's faces
They're just
like they're the
obnoxious.
greatest things.
Oh
they
my
put
God,
them out
shut
like
up.
They put them out there like if they're sliced, like they're the greatest thing since sliced bread, when really they're just,
They're
But
just
that
a
means I
marketing
get-
ploy. That's what they are. That's all they are. They're just marketing ploys.
yeah.
So
You know
basically
what
the
Minions
rabbit-
are?
Would you consider them tolerable, at least?
No.
I consider them. Honestly, I mean, it really depends on who you ask. Some people cannot stand them. Others are just very indifferent to them. Some others actually pretty like them.
Next question. What is
Like
your...
I said, the rabbits.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
gosh.
here's
Raymond.
the thing, Jesse. The rabbits are at least entertaining because there's actually some sort of element to them instead of the minions just existing.
Fair.
Also, Golden, what was the next question?
What
Yeah.
is your favorite movie? Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh.
you put me in a
have to-
very unfortunate position. I've got to do big brain shit now.
I have to look. I have to see because I have too many goddamn favorite movies.
Oh, I got one.
Okay.
This one is very old.
Mm-hmm.
The Secret of Nim.
Yes! Sorry.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Wow,
Wow.
no.
Sorry, I didn't mean to outburst like that, but yeah, no, I love that film.
Yeah, that was like my first introduction to Don Bluth's work. So I really appreciated that movie. a
I
lot.
still think that is his best work today.
Oh yeah.
I'm going with the 1970 film Waterloo.
What?
Waterloo. Oh, Waterloo.
Oh
I-
dear.
Yeah, I fucking love that movie.
It's the movie about Napoleon.
Wait, tell Chrissy to
Yes.
do Orange Justice.
It's about Waterloo.
I don't
Yeah.
have a favorite movie, but I have a movie that's pretty up there.
If she even knows.
Yes.
Wall-E.
That is still the best Pixar movie up to date.
It's like anyone who wants to be like, it's too preachy with the environment, but no, it's not about the environment. Shut up. We don't spend the
It's
entire movie listening to an environment
It's
lecture.
about
We're
the
watching the
robot's
cute
curiosity
robots.
to explore things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Hal is the bad guy again.
Yeah.
Also, it's kind of interesting. I did see a video talking about how, like, you know, if you actually pay attention to Wall-E, the movie is about these robots that act very human. And it even, like, amplifies this by the fact that the one villain, the autopilot, is the only one who is actually voiced by a robot.
Mm.
Yeah. If I had to say my favorite, like I'm stuck between two movies that I enjoy. One of them is John Wick because it's a goddamn good movie in terms of storytelling and action. Plus, you know, it brought back Keanu Reeves' career.
Or John Wick 2.
No, John Wick. I haven't seen John Wick 2, but I do know about it, obviously.
Well, you'll be glad to know 4's coming out.
I know! The other one... Sorry about that. The other movie that's my favorite is the 2003 South Korean psychological thriller, Old Boy, which, in my opinion, has some of the best cinematography, period. And if you really don't believe me, I insist that anybody find the famous corridor scene where you see the main character fight an entire group of people rushing towards him, and the camera literally is just one shot of the hallway, and he's fighting them with a fucking hammer.
Well then.
Old
What?
Boy.
What was the question? What do we?
What's your favorite movie?
It's like it has to be a tie between two very different movies for me. It's like either The First Land Before Time and Superbad. So
I can definitely see why Superbad, considering we watched it together.
Yeah, the Land
Yeah, that
Before
movie-
Time will
yeah.
fuck you up. You will be
yeah.
no, like you have to have a tissue box at your ready.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Especially if you hear about what happened to the cast afterwards.
Oh god!
No,
You had to bring that up, didn't you?
No.
Okay, I'm curious now. What?
Okay, so Judith Barcy, who was the voice of Lucky, she was a kid actor. Ducky, yeah.
Ducky.
She was the voice of she was the voice of Ducky, and she was also the voice of the little girl in All Dogs Go to Heaven. She got murdered by her own father.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
She got shot in the face with a shotgun.
Her dad was a horrendous human being.
I don't think I can even call whatever that thing is a human. Who does that?
Yeah, really.
Why would you do that?
Despite
Yeah,
that,
it's pretty fucked up.
people still adore her to this day, and they just think of just what she could have done had she not been taken from us so early.
G Destroyer, please don't spam the same question. All right, so let's look for another question here. Anybody think of the Bob Burgers movie? I haven't seen it.
I want to watch it. I want to watch it though.
The what
Seen
movie?
clips.
Bob's
All I can
Burgers.
say about it is that obviously it's a cartoon movie, so the characters have shading now, and also the animation is smooth. I've seen clips, but I haven't seen the whole thing. It looks alright.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but I've heard very fantastic things about it. But then again, I've heard fantastic things about Bob's Burgers in general.
I definitely like Bob's Burgers more than I like Family Guy, but I don't like it more than I like Futurama.
I think the reason why so many people like it's a great show. I think the reason people like Bob's Burgers so much is because they actually it tries to do the whole dysfunctional family type of thing, but it does it rather well and not to the point of cliche abuse like Family Guy does.
Nothing in Family Guy's original anymore, though.
No,
Hey, Lois, remember that time I got my ass stuck in the toilet? Yeah, I was like, fucking get out of here, Peter.
Family Guy has just overstayed its welcome. That's the problem. And even the creator is tired of it.
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane wants to just end the show and step away from it, but Fox is like, how long can we continue milking this franchise? I mean, we can have to milk it next to The Simpsons.
It's like, hey, fun fact for all you people out there in Hollywood, there's a reason that everybody likes Futurama and not The Simpsons. You want to know why? It's because Futurama fucking ended.
Yeah. It's actually coming back. They revamped it again. I swear to God, I'm not doing a bit. They revamped it again.
They're revamping
ironically commit a fucking felony.
Equestria Guy has a very silly question. What would you consider the worst classic Disney film ever?
The worst classic?
The Black fucking Cauldron.
I mean, if you say...
Oh, the Black Cauldron,
Okay,
yeah.
if you were going to say something like worst Disney film, yeah, I would say Chicken Little, but if you're referring to classics...
you know what?
I would have to say Sleeping Beauty. Because
I would have to say Dumbo.
Because with Sleeping Beauty, we barely know who Princess Aurora is. So when something happens to her, I don't care. We're focused too much on these fairy characters, and they are so annoying. They're so irritating. The only thing carrying weight in that movie was Maleficent.
My God,
yeah,
she's definitely
which is why they made her a
best.
hero in the remake.
Oh yeah, Angelina Jolie of all things.
Fucking. That is like, I just want to say, Maleficent slaps.
Yeah,
facts.
But if we're gonna go by just worst Disney film period, yeah, Chicken Little.
Everyone seems to hate Chicken Little.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't need to go on any tirade. Just Chicken Little. It can die in a ditch.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's the worst one ever, but I can definitely say one I hate.
You were saying, Jesse?
Frozen.
Oh, what is it, Ed? Hang on.
No, you first. You're going.
If I had to pick a classic Disney movie that was considered not the best, if I have to be blunt, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. It's Snow White for me.
Really?
That's a first.
That's
the first one is the worst one?
Because of the fact Snow White is not a good princess. She's considered too dull. She is considered the classic, we're gonna have her be all pretty and be all sweet and loving. And her voice is so annoying.
To be fair, it's known for its novelty. So, like, this was the beginning, like, a time of making princess characters, and then they would change things over time to stand out differently. So that way you would see, like, other princess characters have more of a personality compared to just Snow White having just pure naivety. I'm not going to completely invalidate your argument on that. I could see why that's an issue. I just think that she's just a character who's too much of a purist for some people to get invested in. So I can understand that point of view. Yeah. But Snow White is not my favorite Disney movie, but I do respect it for its novelty.
Right.
Plus, it was the very first one they ever did.
And the only other thing that they did that I have to appreciate, aside from the Seven Dwarfs, because the Seven Dwarfs are adorable.
Yes, they are.
Was the Queen. The Queen herself was an impressive villain. She was not afraid to get her hands dirty.
Could I interject real quick?
That is mad respect.
Yeah, interject logic?
Golden, there's this G Destroyer guy in the chat who's being a bit depressor.
There's no point.
Stop trauma dumping, you.
Yeah, G Destroyer, please maintain. Don't knock off the pity party. Please.
Yeah,
civil.
like just
please
because
be
we're not
civil.
answering your questions doesn't mean
Don't make such a big deal out of
We're-
it. There are times I
we're
won't
not
get to your
therapists.
question. Sometimes I won't be able to reach it. Don't take it personal.
Yeah.
So some people want to know why Wolfhead hates Dumbo.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't hate Dumbo. I just don't like Dumbo. There's a difference.
Okay, I was about to say something, but I thought it might be stereotypical or offensive. But I was going to say, do you hate it because of the crows or ravens or whatever they are?
No,
I
I
think
don't
they were
hate it
crows.
because of the crows. Because it came out at a time where that kind of comedy was fine. You know.
It was
Yeah.
it was a product of its own time.
I don't have a specific reason as to why I don't like Dumbo other than it's boring. I'll fall asleep watching.
Okay, that's fair. I still think that movie is just incredibly weird. It has a direction going for it about, Dumbo separated from his mother. He's got these big ears. He's a laughing stock and such, and he has to fight through these hard times. But the thing that's so weird about it is that you have the obvious pink elephants on parade, and then there's that bizarre transition segment where when Dumbo has a failed stunt attempt because he was supposed to jump over a big, tall tower full of other elephants. But at one point, he's on this, tiny little ball, and they're about to crash into each other. We have this transition where the face of an elephant has the eyes clashing into each other for a brief second. And it weirded me out.
Yeah, also, the wording of one of those elephants, out of my way, assassin.
Ouch! Yeah, that doesn't help either.
Yeah, out of my way, assassin. How the fuck is he an assassin?
He's just a baby!
I was gonna say, what, is he fucking Agent 47 as an elephant? What the fuck are you talking about?
That's so oddly specific.
It fits.
It's the first thing I thought of when I thought of assassins. If I said Golgo 13, would any of you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's an old mecha series from the 70s, right?
All right, Rose has an interesting question.
No.
Do you guys think The Great Mouse Detective is the most underrated Disney movie? It has a lot of attention from people who talk about the underrated titles. But the movie that I always think that is always left under the radar, it has its own following, but I think it's one of those movies that deserve a live action remake if done right. And there's a perfect casting choice, and that is Atlantis.
Oh,
Yes!
Atlantis.
Oh, yeah.
Very much.
Yeah.
I just want to see.
fucking-
I just want to see Vinny in another show.
I want to see Tom Holland as Milo Thatch.
It fits.
I
It
wouldn't-
fits him perfectly.
There was another
and
one
plus,
that...
Disney already has him. They have him for Spider-Man. Just make Atlantis with him.
That requires
broke
for them
that
to
shit.
think.
Yeah.
Logic, it'd be required for them to think.
Yeah, because otherwise the only
Alright,
thing
then.
that's on their mind is money.
All right then. Here's my question then.
Okay.
Since Disney's in the habit of remaking the live action, Dreamcast for Atlantis live action.
Okay. Who would be good as Kidda?
Wait. What about the woman who played Nateri in Avatar?
Oh, Zoe Leader, I think it was.
Yeah.
I
Or
have no idea.
Or is it Zoe Saldana? I'll have to look that up.
Zoe Saldana, the same.
Zoe's-
She also played
Yeah.
the pirate in the MLP movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I did not know that.
The more
Well, alright
you
then.
know.
And shooting star.
Johnny Depp. I would say Johnny Depp as the. I keep forgetting his name, but it's the Dynamite guy.
Vinny.
Vinny. Johnny Depp as Vinny.
Johnny Depp is that would work.
I have this road flare, and there's about cherry bombs. Rest is the foolically be fooling the Baggio. Where is me rum?
That would require Depp to, work with Disney, which just isn't going to happen.
Okay, Derek Mabroni has no contest of a question. Do you guys prefer the original Star Wars trilogy, the prequels, or the last three? Original.
Original.
Yeah.
I literally don't care because I've never really cared for Star Wars. And with all the constant whining and moaning from the fan base about the prequels and then the Disney ones, I just don't want to even bother with the franchise anymore. It could literally die, and I couldn't give a shit.
I have a statement that might be a hot take for some, but it's true. It's just correct.
Yeah.
Everything that Disney has made, that has taken place canonically before the sequel trilogy has been good. The sequel trilogy has been bad. Very bad.
Logic turned into a sheep for that.
It's gone bad.
Alright, so, here's another question. Thoughts on the Mario movie being made? The chat could answer too. I still have to wait until the trailer launches. Like, it got pushed to April, but
we still haven't seen a single trailer for it.
Yeah, the only thing that's on my mind is having Chris Pratt as Mario is still like a dumb idea.
I do want to say having Jack Black as Bowser. Fuck off.
Like, I do want to say that the fact that they're only picking people because those people are popular and not for any amount of, hey, he sounds like he could do a really good Italian, is a bit infuriating. Yeah. I don't doubt that he might be able to do something, but I do doubt it's going to be better than, Martinet, somebody else who's in the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
And it's just like, honestly, it is literally just, hey, they're not picking up actors because those actors are good for the role. They're picking up actors because the big names on the posters make the tickets sell.
Yeah, I mean, that's a frustrating scenario.
You're making it sound like the casting call was made from Twitter polls.
It's the unfortunate side effect of what happened with Robin Williams, like, as the genie. Like, the problem is that people thought, because he was this big celebrity casting thing for Aladdin, that maybe we should just do that from now on, when originally it was the animators and the people, they handpicked Robin Williams because they thought he was the best person for the role, not because of the celebrity name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there was some stuff afterwards involving, like, the whole, like, how much he could, like, how much marketing they could do for the genie and stuff like that because of the pay he took for that. But at the same time, it's like,
I just realized something. Guys, I just realized something.
What?
Maybe the reason it's taking so long and they've delayed it is that they're trying to teach Chris Pratt to do an Italian accent.
Oh my god!
Hey,
that's a joke, YouTube.
It's me, Mario.
No.
Can I say something real fast?
Yes.
It is a frustrating scenario because the more I look at Hollywood, the more I'm starting to realize that some of the same actors just appear in every movie that you see. Doesn't that feel like like I know one actor that has been in like a lot of fucking movies. So much so that I'm starting to get sick of him seeing him in movies. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yes!
Does this motherfucker need to be in every movie ever conceived? Like,
from what I remember, he is literally the richest celebrity in Hollywood because he has like his own production company. He's doing like things left and right. He's been making bank since he really got into Hollywood.
Case in point, like, the whole, like, the Super Pets movie, the one that's, like, Superman superhero animals?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, when you look at the posters for them, it's literally not the name of League of Super Pets. It's literally Dwayne Johnson! It's like, I don't want to hate Dwayne because he sounds like a really sweet guy. But every single time you see him shoved in a trailer, I just want to punch him before he does that stupid eyebrow meme.
What, the people's eyebrow? You sick of that meme?
Yeah, I'm really tired of seeing that goddamn meme.
It's gone to the point where not only is he appearing in every movie, he has appeared in the game that is connected to all of those movies.
Yeah.
You're right.
He's the foundation.
Do you hate him just because he's in so many movies?
I don't hate him. Hate is a strong word.
Okay,
I would just I would just prefer it if they threw the hat to other actors who have a lot of potential, who I haven't heard of before. That's all I want.
I can think of another person who they do a lot of casting for, but it's not somebody that you don't not want to see a lot.
All right, so here's an interesting question. Rise of video game movies, how do you feel on it?
Bad.
bad. Just bad.
What about
I
Sonic?
just feel bad.
Like, I'm sorry for any of you out there who's like, the Halo wasn't that bad. Fuck off, okay?
What movie?
Sonic and Sonic 2 are the only good video game movies.
Yeah, you know
The
What
why?
about
only
Detective
good
Pikachu?
ones.
Yep.
Yeah, the reason why is because they did their homework and follow the source material instead of, oh, we're
Well,
having
not
our
even
own
that.
spin on it.
No, they were faithful. They didn't. It's like they were faithful. They listened to the fans and they recognized that sticking to their guns was a bad idea. Do you know who didn't? The people behind the fucking Halo show.
Yeah.
Yeah, or the director of the first Resident Evil movies, which I just call not Resident Evil because they didn't follow the games at all, and not to mention Netflix's own version. Just follow the games. You have a plot right there. How are you this dense?
Another
I have said that I don't want them to follow the games exactly, but I at least want them to be faithful enough to the universe to make something that really feels like it, and not like someone wrote a weird fan fiction.
You want it to be faithful to the spirit of the game.
Yeah.
It's sort of similar to how I feel with the Silent Hill movie, the 2006 one, not that atrocious sequel.
Oh yeah, the one that started the trend of Pyramid Head appearing in different places when he really shouldn't, because he's canonically dead.
Unfortunately, you can blame the fucking producer for that. But the reason that at least I like the Silent Hill movie is because they actually attempted to follow the atmosphere of the game. When you look at that movie, you can actually say, okay, it takes in Silent Hill from the get-go, in comparison to Resident Evil, where it's just, oh look, it's the director shoving in his wife all the time just because he really wants to show her off because she's a hot model.
Yeah.
Is it only film live action films that you that it's not good for? Is it like just films in general, or like
live action adaptation? Okay, so it's like I went into this treating it like any adaptation of a video game, shows, movies, the works. To me, they're not good because the people who go into them have this idea of we're gonna improve it. And that's not what you should be doing with an adaptation.
Yeah,
that's why Dragon Ball Evolution. That's why Dragon Ball Evolution failed, and that's why fucking.
You don't try to write a script thinking that you can write a better one. If you're gonna do something like that, then don't even bother. If you're going to adapt something, adapt it. It's not that hard. You have an answer sheet right on the table. It's delivered to you on a silver platter.
What people should go into it thinking, they should be going into it thinking, okay, do I have the skills to translate this in the way I'm happy with? Not, do I have the skills to, appropriate it for an audience I want to make it for? Because I'm sorry, whoever made the Halo show did not make it for Halo fans.
Yeah.
Or anyone who would be even vaguely interested in that.
They even came out and said, oh yeah, we didn't actually play any of the games, we just made it up as we went along.
And it shows.
Yeah, and the actor who played Halo, Master Chief blamed the fans for being so upset about the Halo series. No, it's because you didn't follow the source material. You didn't do your research. You didn't do your homework. This is not Halo.
It's like, people are mad about it because they waited 10 years for a TV show that you made for someone else and then told them it was fair. How the fuck do you expect them to react? Damn right I'm fucking bitter.
Again, the Sonic, as you said before, Logic, the Sonic movie is an example of them actually listening because...
You know what's even more irritating about that, Def?
Yeah.
Who made the Sonic movies?
Sony?
Sega.
Paramount.
Sega.
Paramount.
Oh,
Paramount made the Sonic movies. Do you know what else Paramount made?
Halo.
Transformers.
The fucking Halo show.
Ironic.
All right, so
the
guys.
duality of man.
So guys, we've reached 0 on the time. So it's now because on that note, this is actually a good transition. Where now we talk about video games.
Oh hell yeah, buddy!
Yeah.
All right, chat, lay it on us.
Yep.
I'm gonna start off.
When a question comes in, when a question comes in, I will start the timer.
Okay.
So, just to give an idea, I'm into retro games. Some of us like Logic, or some of the people on the call like Logic are into more modern titles. So it's gonna kind of jump all over the place.
Yeah.
Ask me about indie games because I love indie games.
Yeah, indie games are fun. And we're already on the mark. Kingdom Hearts. I don't like it. I've said that so many times.
Okay, I want to say something, a take that I don't think I've ever heard before. Kingdom Hearts is the One Piece of video games, because if you get into it, you have a fucking marathon to run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even think it's as bad as One Piece as far as marathoning.
No, I mean comparatively. Like, Kingdom Hearts to other games is what One Piece is to other animes. I don't mean that
Are you
both of them
talking
are
about
just
the
as
plot?
bad as each other.
Well,
Yeah.
No, just how long it is. How long it is.
Yeah.
Just how
long it
much
is.
content there is.
Yeah, there's
My problem.
Proportional.
My problem with Kingdom Hearts is just where do I go? What do I do? It's the conveyance is terrible, and the controls.
Like
Yeah, the
Heart,
first
Darkness,
game wasn't
Heart,
too
Light,
great at
Darkness,
that.
Keyblade,
One at a
Heart,
time. One
Darkness,
at a
Light,
time.
Alright.
Yeah, the first game wasn't great at that. I remember getting lost in as a kid too. But
And the weird thing is, some people say, "Oh, you may want to play that one, or you have to play Kingdom Hearts 2 first, or something." I'm like, can't you just play any franchise chronologically? I guess not.
Unfortunately, with Kingdom Hearts, and this is probably one of the reasons so many people get so frustrated with it, is that the plot, the timeline of Kingdom Hearts makes little to no sense. First, it goes from Kingdom Hearts 1 to 2. And then after that, it goes to like midquel, and then prequel,
Well,
and then
I mean,
to that prequel, and
every-
then another prequel, and then a midquel, and then a semi-sequel, and then a prequel, and a sequel to that prequel, and then after that, it's like part 3 of that midquel.
the problem with
Okay,
Kingdom Hearts
I
is
agree
that
with that.
Go ahead, Riley.
the thing with Kingdom Hearts is that it's overly convoluted. But saying that it's bad because there's a prequel or stuff like that, I think is a bit lazy.
No, I don't think he meant it like that.
Yeah,
I didn't mean it like that, obviously.
Like,
it means
it just-
it means it's out of chronological order.
for me, I kind of envy Nomura's not give a shit attitude when it comes to telling the Kingdom Hearts story. The fact he can retcon at the beat of a drum, like, okay, you thought this character was this? No, it was actually this the next game, and that kind of
And
stuff.
He's essentially...
Dio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's another question. Why do you hate Amy? I hate Amy because she's obnoxious.
I hate Amy because they don't know how to fucking write her well.
They're like
The
apparently
problem with Amy-
I've been getting so many Amy defenders like, "Oh, you're another person. She's a much better character than you think." No, Sally. End of story.
The problem with Amy is that Amy is not a character; she is a caricature. What is that caricature? She wants to bang Sonic.
Yeah,
Literally,
that's
she
okay.
wants to fuck that hedgehog.
The thing that
Like-
That's it.
Yeah, no, like
And-
when I was playing Sonic the Hedgehog 2, we see that Sonic is behind the bars, and Amy is coming in saying, "If I tell you or let you go, will you marry me?" Like, you are not subtle at all. Oh my god. Oh
No,
my
no.
god.
And the reason that's the problem,
As
and the
Modius
thing I
as
think-
hedgehog over here.
There's like the reason that's bad, the reason it's bad to only have that to be a caricature is that it means that the character cannot function independent of that. So, for example, can any of you see a situation where classic Amy can exist independent of Sonic?
Hell
No, they'll just
Exactly.
cut to her being in a room thinking about Sonic. That's
Yeah, no.
it.
That's the problem. If you want to tell whether or not a character is a character or a caricature, ask yourself, can they exist independent of what they're most notably connected to? If the answer is no, it's a caricature. It's not a character. And unfortunately, the problem with Amy is that she cannot exist independent of Sonic because her entire character is wanting to perform the horizontal mambo with the blue
Well,
blur.
Again, it's all about execution, because I kind of defend Amy when it came to the Sonic Boom cartoon, where yeah, she had
That
a
is the
crush on
only
him.
time I will defend Amy is in the Sonic Boom cartoon, because in Sonic Boom cartoon, all the characters are written well and it's presented like a fucking comedy.
From what
Yeah,
I've
All of them are
gathered,
written fine.
from what I've gathered with Sonic Boom, the TV series, they were written dramatically differently in a more humorous sense that people have their own appreciation for it. So it's not saying
Yeah.
too much. But
Yeah.
no, but that's why I hate Amy. Amy is just incredibly obnoxious.
One thing I do have to criticize about Sonic Boom is I don't like the fact that they turned Knuckles into a strong, therefore must be dumb character.
Yeah,
I much prefer. I feel like
Yeah.
if they took his archetype from the Sonic movie, which is he's not stupid, he's
Obsessed with grapes.
well, no, it's not that.
Super serious.
It's like the thing about it. He's like Drax. Drax isn't stupid. He just doesn't do metaphors. He wasn't brought up like that. You can only be, you can be smart without being wise.
Yeah, okay.
No, like the way Knuckles was written in Sonic 2 is that there's just a lot of things he doesn't comprehend from like common culture and such. He was just trained for battle and such, and there are things he has yet to understand with the world. And that,
if you don't know how to lost, you'll be lost without me.
That doesn't make it stupid.
Trying to rehabilitate a soldier into the modern life and stuff like that. It's the only thing they know.
All right, so next question: what's your favorite game to play with friends?
Say golf.
I would say, like, okay, golf is a lot of fun to play. It's more hilarious. The only drawback that I have with it, and I've been...
is the fucking randomizer.
The goddamn randomizer, yeah, no. Like, okay, so I don't know how well the chat knows about this. By that, I mean the viewers. I hate the randomizer. It's so overpowering, and it's just so abused to the point where, like, at some points, the thing that drives me crazy is when I'm trying to make progress... Like, not even trying to compete, but just go across places as I get stuck, because poof, 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 cube, this object, that subject, and that will piss me off. That will drive me crazy.
And also, Golden, you'll be happy to know that for future reference, there is a house rule now.
Yeah, we made a house rule now, because apparently it got so abused to the point where, like, okay, house rule, no more randomizer. Or if it's every once in a while that we get turned into something... Ah, damn it. Like, that would be pretty funny. But if it's like, poof, 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 cube, cone, this object, that object, it gets irritating because now you can't do anything. It's like, you can't go places, like, not even for fun. It's just annoying.
Yeah.
I have to admit, it does get very frustrating.
It doesn't help the what I think was happening. Sorry to go off on this tirade, everybody viewing. But it's like, the problem with it was that whenever people saw it, they just immediately pop off with it.
Yeah.
Which I'm guilty of as well.
I think a lot of us are guilty of that, and eventually we're just like, dude, I'm not even going to bother using this anymore, because it's just a jerk thing to do.
Fucking, I did slip up in the last game, but I did slowly figure out, it's like, every time I saw it, I was like, God damn it. And that made it even funnier, because now instead of irritating everybody else by using the randomizer, you get to irritate yourself by getting it 3 times in a row. I'm not kidding.
No.
It's like, I pick up randomizer, then I go through another power-up, another randomizer, and then I go through a third, another randomizer. I'm just like, you cannot be serious. You could not fucking... It's like...
So, but... Okay, so aside from golf, let's see...
Cards Against Humanity.
Cards Against Humanity is pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. Cards Against Humanity or Quiplash.
Oh
yeah.
So,
Quiplash is funny.
But,
almost every single one of the Jackbox games.
But the kind of games that I would like to play with friends are those co-op type games, like Castle Crashers, for instance, was a lot of fun. Left 4 Dead is a lot of fun to play, and hopefully it'll be a big thing when I get around to streaming it later this year.
I do want to say...
Go ahead.
I do want to say that Castle Crashers with you, Solar, and Wolfhead ranks pretty highly on one of the highlights of my life. So thanks for that.
It was a lot of fun, and I especially love the last bit of what happened to Wolfhead.
For those of you who don't know...
Oh, God.
No.
We hooked up Wolfhead with Tricky the Clown.
Oh, dear!
Yeah, remember that.
Yeah, because contrary to what most people would see it as in current day, Tricky the Clown was a legit Newgrounds character, and he is very raunchy. Like, the dude is, like, he does not have any censorship at all. I'm going to leave it at that. Something that would also be fun to stream later down the line, not this year, but maybe next year, Death Road to Canada.
I want to see you play that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say, seeing as how you like Castle Crashers so much, BattleBot Theatre.
Oh,
yeah, that's right. It's the same creators.
Exactly, and also you've got the voice of Serpentius doing the voiceover of everything you do. Yeah, fucking Stamper is just like, he's so patronising. He's the only voice in the game, and you can actually have an option to turn him up to how patronising you want, and it's stuff like, if you fall in the water, he goes like, really? Of all places to die, you die there. Are you serious?
Okay, something tells me I'm really gonna like it. Is it maxed up to 4 players?
Yes, it is.
All right, I'm gonna mark that down at some point. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna do it this year or not.
I was gonna say the game. I just want to point this last thing. Like, the game introduces you like this. It goes, "Good evening, boys and girls, ladies, and a gentleman. Turn the lights down low and shut your faces."
Jesus!
Oh yeah, no, Golden. If you are going to do Battle Block Theatre, are we going with the original 4 knights, me, you, Wolfhead, and Solo, or are you going to go with a different group?
That all depends on who's up for it. So we'll have to roll
I'm
with the punches
100%
on
up for it.
It's an amazing game.
All right, so let's move on to the next question. Juke Denton has been meaning to ask this question before. Do you think the GameCube has the best library of games during its generation? Yes and no. Because a lot, like, each of the consoles had their own list of games that were great on their consoles. And upon saying this, I'm not saying anything to downgrade the GameCube library. Because at the time, the GameCube was taking on a much more ambitious direction, which it came with its own caveat, because it was doing a dramatic change that people were not accustomed to the identity of. Like, for instance, with let's say The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, people expected it to be more like Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, where it's more dark and gritty and not cartoony, bright and colorful, even though I've been hearing that the story is a lot darker than the other ones. But that style was,
especially Wind Waker.
The story has too much of a the style has too much of a disconnect. Similar thing when it came to Star Fox Assault. Like, it had a couple of those rail shooter stages that we always liked, but they had way too many of the other ones where you're, like, on foot and doing other things, and they overstayed its welcome. So, like, it tried to go for some original ideas, but I don't think they picked the right time for it, because people like the identity of what kind of games they were, to the point where they're kind of tired of it, and now they want to do something a little different. It didn't feel natural. So that's the only real problem. Go ahead.
You know what game we had on the GameCube that just came to me?
What?
F-Zero GX, and then we never saw Falcon ever again.
Ouch.
And that made me sad. That makes me sad to this day.
Now, upon mentioning that, the GameCube library, that's not me bad-mouthing it. It's just, I know why the GameCube suffered at that time. It was just a bad time to try to do something ambitious compared to following its traditional roots of what people identified it as. Because, like, I've already explained my story before with what kind of Mario game I was expecting with the GameCube. I thought it was going to be like Mario 64 again, but more into the Mushroom Kingdom and not inside Peach's castle. Little did I know, we're on an island and he has a water pack. What? What is this?
Excuse me, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But Sunshine was a beautiful looking game.
I do hear that it's a great game. I tried playing a little bit of it. Some of the controls are a little frustrating, especially that...
Oh, God, they are.
Yeah, they got rid of the long jump. And I just think that they got rid of it because... I think speedrunners were using it to their advantage to, like, speedrun the game and cheat through or something.
Yeah. Thinking about the GameCube, though, it also depends upon what game you're actually playing. Like, Pokemon Colosseum. How great of a game that was.
Oh, yeah, Pokemon Colosseum. I forgot about that.
Yeah, exactly.
The sequel to Pokemon Puzzle.
Exactly. The very first first 3D battle game? No, it wasn't the first, was it?
Oh, wait, did I say Pokemon Puzzle? I meant Pokemon Stadium. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I was going to say, it was amazing to see every single one of them from Gen 1 to 3 3D animated. I mean, the story was garbage, but the game was fantastic.
So
best part about that game, Mirror B.
All right, so somebody asks that question. Okay, when you played Time Spinner, why was your friend mad when Journey was mentioned? Okay, so Vlad was talking about a game called The Journey, and he was talking about how great it is, and we completely changed the subject to the band Journey with so many different kinds of songs in there, and it just felt completely dismissive on his part, and it was just hilarious getting mad about that. In hindsight, it was a bit rude on our part, but I think he kind of played it up just for laughs.
Yeah, that is bad.
Well, Vlad, don't stop believing.
Oh!
I just now found out about it. Favorite Mario game? A toss-up between either Super Mario World or Mario Brothers 3.
It has to be Mario Galaxy from. Yeah, the first original Mario Galaxy. That was a really good Mario.
Mario Odyssey?
No, Mario Galaxy. Mario Odyssey is good too, but
Yeah, no, that's the one I'm going for, Mario Odyssey.
Oh shit, sorry.
I don't know why I said it with a question mark, because I'm questioning myself. Did I like that game?
Yeah, Mario Odyssey is fun. I'm right there with you.
Alright.
Oh, BRB.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. Sonic. Favorite FPS games? Oh, first-person shooters. So far I would say Doom.
I was about to say, are we all gonna say Doom? Are we all really gonna say Doom?
Like
Wait,
some
which Doom though?
the original DOS Doom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Golden says the original Doom. They did the remake some justice. The remakes are really fun.
I did
Doom
hear about
Eternal.
that.
Fucking fantastic game.
Yeah.
This
Golden,
is
have
the
you ever
only-
played the Doom remakes? Not even
yet.
the first one? Okay.
No, I haven't.
Play it. Fucking play it. You
Let's
will
see.
cry blood at the end of it.
Give Golden 10 minutes with the first Doom remake. He will not want to go away from that controller.
Yeah, okay, it does sink you in, but definitely I think Doom Eternal would do that the more.
Oh, Derek, I have played Doom 2. I don't know if I finished it yet or not. I have more fond memories of the first Doom. But playing the second one, I remember the super shotgun and whoo! It is fun. It is like, okay, so it kind of reminds me of another game that was made by the same people who made Gears of War.
Gears of War.
Yeah, no, I forget what the name was. It had a great first player campaign, but it was criticized for the multiplayer and it flopped. You basically you have some kind of like electric hook shot or something like that. And it's first person shooter, not third person.
Electric hood shot. Is that Bulletstorm?
Bulletstorm, that's what it was.
Fucking hell, yeah, that game.
Oh, it was Bulletstorm, okay.
The weapons, dude, like when you have like those orange powered upgrades and you can take on certain enemies, oh my god, like it's so satisfying. And just the very fact that you have that equipped to your shotgun, it's just a kill all in one stroke. It's just, oh my god. Mwah. That is so, yeah, exactly. It's absolutely nut over the, like, just how graphic it is and just how satisfying it is.
The one thing I just remember is that, going back to people I'm sick of seeing around, is just, fucking hell, Steve Bloom again.
Steve Bloom?
Steve Bloom is one of the most well-known...
Hi, Solar.
Yeah.
Golden. Steve Bloom is considered by many to be one of the best-known voice actors in the entire community. He has
3 voices and they're all the fucking same voice.
Let Def finish. Let Def finish.
Okay, so he was best known for voicing Black War Greymon from Digimon. Mm-hmm. He's also known for voicing Guilmon from Digimon Tamers. But he's also known for voicing Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
He's also in Samurai Champloo.
Oh yeah, also Samurai Champloo.
He's in everything. He's a Wolverine voice actor.
He's in Mad World.
He's in Warhammer.
He's in my daughter's graduation photo.
I guess editor doesn't like the fact that he doesn't really expand his voice roles rather well.
There's this video online.
I'm gonna be honest. If I had Steve Bloom's fucking voice, I wouldn't change it for shit either.
There is this video online about the cast of the Warhammer games, and he introduces himself as, "Hi, I'm Steve Bloom. I play Cyrus. I play Mortellus, and Lord Eliphas, the Inheritor. Is that's just your same voice! You might as well come on and say, "Hi, I'm Steve Bloom. I play Steve Bloom, and Steve Bloom."
So
it's like a series of unfortunate events when it has fucking Jim Carrey listed as all the fucking cast roles.
Anyway, moving on to another question. We have Sonic the Fox 24 asking, Wolf, you'll probably be up for this one. Favorite underrated indie game? Examples are Minor Cattails, Freedom Planet, and Rivals of Ether. I loved playing Freedom Planet.
Oh, let's see.
And I'm anticipating its sequel.
I wouldn't call the indie games I like underrated because they've all gotten a lot of praise, so much so that they've become really big games. They've become so fucking big that you can't even call them indie games anymore. Let's see. There's a game that came out recently that I really like called Cult of the Lamb. And I think I'm the only one here who's played that. That game is so fucking fun. But I'm not going to explain what it is. I just want you guys to play it. Also, the other game with the guy and he has the sword. What the fuck is that? No, he's a bug. Logic, help me.
Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight, that's the one. Fuck. God damn it. What is wrong with
As soon as you mentioned he's a bug with a sword, yeah.
Yeah, Hollow Knight is really fun. I can't wait for Silk Song to come out. But there's a whole lot of other indie games that I'm looking forward to, but I don't want to bog down the fucking conversation with it, so yeah, you guys go ahead.
Okay. Ugh, excuse me. Alright. Thanks for taking my question, Golden, but I'd say I'll take care. Alright, take care of yourself, Juke Denton. Have I ever played Ratchet and Clank? No, I haven't.
I've played so much Ratchet and Clank.
Sometime. No rush, but at some point, if you're given the opportunity, just give it a try. I feel like you'd like it.
Angel of Darkness.
You don't even have to play the new one. Just play the old ones.
Angel of Darkness, to answer your question about having a Discord account, I kind of opened that up to people who pledged to me on Patreon.
Also, what do you think that we're in this voice call together on? Because it sure as hell ain't Skype.
I mean,
have I played Crash Bandicoot? No, I did not grow up with PlayStation. That many PlayStation games.
You would hate Crash Bandicoot so fucking much, I feel like.
Crash Bandicoot is probably one of the earliest what I would define as a rage title.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
it is a hell of a game. Crash Bandicoot.
If there's any early PlayStation games that I would love to play, it would be Spyro.
I see you liking Spyro. Yeah.
Both the original.
Because the original Spyro is just like a collectathon. Like you just collect shit and you just.
Oh, it's one of those games where you get everything. I know.
You gotta collect all the gems,
but it's not a linear path. It's open worlded.
Yeah, I'm having PTSD flashbacks of Donkey Kong 64 again.
Okay, imagine it's actually more akin to a Banjo and Kazooie game, actually.
So.
Yeah, that's something good to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Will I play Broforce someday? I have yet to test that game out. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna run fine. I mean, I streamed Ace Combat 7 like butter. Like, it was so buttery smooth that I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be no problem streaming Broforce. But at some point in the future, sure. I've been meaning to try that.
Golden spreading butter on his airplane.
Shut up! Shut up! Oh my god, dude! Get out of here!
I'm just trying to provide some commentary, man. I'm sorry.
I could have gone my whole life.
Stop lubricating the man.
No!
He's left a lubricant all over my foot.
I'm going to fucking kill you all.
I love you!
I don't think I'm ready to commit, but yay.
It's super easy, but fun and relaxing. Okay. So I should feel too discouraged about trying out Spyro one day.
Yeah.
Legend
Also,
Spyro,
in the
though.
remix, SpongeBob is the voice of Spyro.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Top Daddy.
I hate
what
everything
ROM
I've just
hacks would
heard.
you stream in the future besides Kaiser Mario? Oh, I've seen some very interesting and very creative ROM hacks. I still have yet to look into that. Something else, streaming-wise, that I've had an interest in is revisiting some of the other games. One of which is taken on the games that I failed to do and wanted to do. Another of which is based on a couple of challenges. Like, for instance, with Mega Man X, they call it the, what's it called? The X-Buster Only Challenge. I would have to look into that.
Ooh.
Yeah. I would love to do, like, a speedrun race with somebody on Super Metroid. Because that is a perfect game to, like, race through the entire game. Because, like,
I'd have to brush up on my Super Metroid knowledge.
Done! I'll really have to set a time for that one next year. That would be fun. Let's see. Like, but yeah, no, like a couple of challenges, games that I would want to try to play again and make better progress of. Let's see. I'm trying to pick up where I last left off. You can have up to 4 players in Broforce. All right, cool. All right, well, so we'll go with one more question before we move on to the next topic, which will be about television. Excuse me. Let's see here. I don't know what Robotech is.
Oh, fucking love Robotech.
Let's see. I'm waiting until I see we get another... Well, I do hope that some people can try a couple of... can try in Broforce. Okay. Not that interested in Lego games. Let's see, are you... I still have yet to play Metroid Prime.
Oh, you'd probably enjoy Metroid Prime.
I'm sure of it, yeah.
Hi, Pickles.
Hey, Pickles.
No bitches.
Hey, Pickles.
Hey,
Hi, Panda.
no bitches.
No
Excuse
bitches.
me, I am here.
Where's that emote I have? Now's the perfect
I mean,
time
you
for it.
said it,
I
not
can't
me.
put it in this room. God damn it!
I'm going to get a telegram, and my first sticker is going to be no bitches.
Amazing.
Wait, what? Why a telegram?
Telegram's
I'm
a
afraid I'm bitchless.
Ed. Telegram is a.
Are you perhaps maidenless?
It's a chatting app.
Okay.
It's also where I can post my dank memes.
Which fighting game series do you
I don't
like
have
the
any of those.
most? Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, or Tekken? Well, it's definitely not Tekken.
I haven't played Tekken. Mortal Kombat's frustrating to play. Street Fighter, most of my experience is just Street Fighter 2, so that's not much of...
King of Fighters for me.
Trick question, Smash.
Oh yeah, Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers is
Oh,
fun.
actually, Multiverses, yes. Multiverse is pretty fun, too.
Oh,
Multiverses, yeah.
Yeah,
I
by the
will
way,
do-
I still have a donation goal for that.
nice. I'll give Tekken a bone just because of Yoshimitsu. I love Yoshimitsu.
I'm gonna lean towards
Rivals of
Mortal
Beef is pretty
Kombat.
fun.
I love the visceral like fatalities in Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right, so we've reached past the timer for video games, and it's now time we talk about television, so TV series and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and reset the timer. And once I get a question regarding television, I'm going to start the timer, and then we'll go from there. Because there's always going to be that delay, you know? Because...
Yeah.
Hey, Wolf,
Alright.
you ever watch Breaking Bad? Shut the fuck up.
No, that's why people get it on my case of giving Gumball another chance, because I hated that show.
I love Gumball, but I know that Golden hates it, and I would never hound him to watch it. So,
I'll go for a question then.
okay.
Would
Well,
you prefer Book, Mandalorian, or Obi-Wan?
Wait, what was the first one?
I said, what do you
Mandalorian.
prefer, Boba Fett, Mandalorian, or Obi-Wan for the
Obi-Wan.
series?
I haven't
Yeah.
seen Mandalorian yet, so that's not much of a question. All right, we got a couple of questions in the chat. So, ever watch the Cuphead show? Yes, I'm waiting for the second half of season 1. Favorite
Hey,
Ninja
cute.
Turtle side characters? I guess
What?
Casey.
Casey.
Yo, Casey Jones in the original TMNT was like a borderline fucking psychopath.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so here's a question for some of us. Who's your favorite character in Stranger Things? Mine is...
Oh,
It has to be 11 or Jane.
It's either Hopper or Max for me.
Oh, good choices.
For me, it's Max and Dustin, and I kind of want to say this one character's name, but Wolfhead hasn't seen season 4.
Dude, I wanted her to fold fucking Billy into a cube so bad.
I've never watched Stranger Things. I like the Demogorgon. He's pretty good in Dead by
Oh
Daylight.
yeah, the Demogorgon's fantastic.
Demogorgon's a good villain.
But Panda, knowing you, I am not surprised.
Yes.
Considering Panda as well, I think she'll very much like the season 4 villain.
Let's see. Has there been an episode from a show you just couldn't watch due to a fear of something? Not so much as a fear, it was just frustrating. And that was Gumball.
Understandable.
I'm trying to think, is there any, like, fucking, like... Oh, there was an episode in Owl House where Hootie is in it, and he's... I can't talk about it. It's spoilers.
Wait, hold on. Was this... I'm sorry, I spaced out for a moment. What question are we on?
Episode of a... Sorry.
Television is the category, and
Yes.
the question is has there ever been, like, one episode of a show you had to stop watching because it, like, made you uncomfortable or something, or, like, it was like, too much for you?
The Red Wedding.
Oh, God, from Game of Thrones!
Funnily enough, no, because I never went out of my way to watch that much stuff.
It didn't make me uncomfortable, but it made me... But the episode alone I've avoided because I feel that it was a big middle finger to what the character stood for. And that was the Doctor Who episode, Journey's End, which people tend to usually tout as the best episode of David Tennant's era because of how much they screwed over the character of Donna Noble, played by Catherine Tate. It felt like a complete disservice to her character, which a little bit of spoiler territory. In order to save her, because she literally ended up absorbing all this energy in her head, and she was going to die, the 10th Doctor decided to erase her memory, even though she kept telling the Doctor she didn't want to. I felt that was a big middle finger to her, because in essence, it wiped out all her characterization of her wanting to do something more with her life, and just made her back to her annoying, shitty-ass character that she was when she first appeared in the show.
So it turned her back into Catherine Tate.
Essentially,
All right.
which is it. I kind of also want to say, sorry. I think it's also was just like Russell T Davis, the showrunner at the Times, also attempt to go, hey, but Rose Tyler gets a happy ending. Which again, I say, fuck Rose Tyler.
I've
All
met
right,
her once,
so
actually.
Here's the fun question that a lot of people would be excited for. Tom and Jerry, yes.
Yes.
I like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah,
Tom and Jerry is a piece of my childhood.
Yeah,
so,
no, the type of Tom and Jerry that I like are the ones from the somewhere around the 40s. From I think it was Fred Quimby.
Fred Quimby was the one.
Yeah, when he handled those compared to the other ones like Chuck Jones and a few other names. But Fred Quimby had, like, the animation on that one was so on point with the slapstick that no other iteration was able to, like, compete against. And that's not to say anything towards the Chuck Jones versions, because those ones were more expression-based with how things are turning out for them. But I love the slapstick. I love the physical impact that some of the characters have. And they get very creative with it.
How do you feel about the movie from, like, 3 years ago?
I haven't seen it, nor do I plan on seeing it, because I heard it was dog shit.
All right, that's about as I expected.
Yeah,
All right, next
I don't know how much that would compete with the 92 version, the one where the characters had dialogue.
Are we talking about
Tom and Jerry?
Are we talking about the live action one?
No.
Yes.
Well, I was about to say there's a ton of movies for Tom and Jerry.
So I know that there's a ton of spin-off titles that are like in collaborations with other titles out there. But I was just basically talking about the theatrical releases. The one from a few years ago, and there was one that came out back in 92 where Tom and Jerry had dialogue, and that was a glaring thing to watch.
Yeah. Do you remember the meme that you look at where it's the man going, "We've got to have money."
Absolutely
that
fair, though,
summarizes.
Tom and
Sorry, go ahead.
That summarizes the film.
Oh, I was about to say, to be fair though, Tom has talked many, many times. Not very often, but many times throughout the series.
It was
one of my favorite scenes was when he was in the orange suit, singing to his cat gal friend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that scene.
Shoot out of the fucking chair. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
Don't you believe it?
Yeah.
God, that scene too. I mean, to be fair, even though Tom has talked in the past, I think it was just through the comedic aspect that it made people just be like, it's not that bad in comparison to the Tom and Jerry, to the
voice
1982.
92.
Yeah. Where they just kind of did that.
Yeah, no, like, the voice choices are just, like, so weird. Like, Jerry's voice sounds more like a kid, and I'm like, okay, I know he's small, but that doesn't mean he's a child.
Yeah. I was like, Tom sounds like Z from Ants.
I think that's what really threw me off was not the fact that Tom talked, because I was used to Tom talking like here and there, because he's usually a more vocal one, but it was Jerry talking. That was what really threw me off. I was like, he literally doesn't talk, like, at least ever.
Yeah.
So yeah, when it comes to Tom and Jerry, I just like watching the old cartoon shorts from the 40s, because because they were like, obviously they were part of my childhood. Like, Cartoon Network would air it a lot, but they also aired once with Chuck Jones, and there was like a transitional period between Fred Quimby and Chuck. I forgot who the director for that one was. The Fred Quimby ones are always my favorites because the impact and the animation that delivers the impact are just so on point that no other iteration of Tom and Jerry will compete against.
Yeah. You a fan of Jasper and Jerry?
Jasper and Jerry? What?
Ah, you don't know about that. Tom and Jerry isn't the original name of the film, of the show.
It was Jasper and Jerry?
Yeah, it was Tom was named Jasper. The reason they changed it was because of World War II. Because the Brits are referred to as Toms, and the Germans are referred to as Jerrys.
Oh!
That's why it's called Tom and Jerry, because of World War II.
That is an amazing piece of trivia. Holy shit.
Yeah, because it's like because it's supposed to say the Toms are always cunning and coming up with plans to make sure they can beat the Jerrys. And the Jerrys are always being like little assholes and always getting in the way of Tom's plans and doing things for themselves.
That's alright, I like that. that.
Yeah, oh my god, okay. Let's see. Which cartoon character do you think is the annoying? You mean the most annoying?
Is the most annoying?
Minions?
Holy fuck. Well, Minions are up there.
Yeah.
Well, there is one character everyone I know on planet Earth hates this character, but I have kind of a soft spot for this character, but it's probably because of my nostalgia for it. Scrappy-Doo.
I had a feeling you were going to mention that.
Yeah, everyone on Earth makes him seem like he's the worst thing since, the Minions. Even the Minions exist in that time period. Yeah.
My brother in Christ, he's a misbegotten chimera, and I'm going to kill you.
But I can't hate the character. I feel like the only reason people hated him so much was because he, like the Minions, they forced him down our throats. And it wasn't until the 90s came around when Cartoon Network and Warner Bros. Went, hey, this character fucking sucks. And then the James Gunn movie came out where everyone unanimously agreed, oh yeah, he's the worst thing ever. Ironically enough, the comic book series, which was Scooby-Doo Apocalypse, where, yes, that was a thing, they actually rewrote him where he was a much more interesting character. He was still an asshole, but definitely far, far more interesting. And I feel like if Warner Brothers actually took a step aside and decided, maybe if we rewrite this character, things would work, I don't think he would get that much backlash. Because they've done that with the character Flim Flam from 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. Everybody hated that character more than Scrappy-Doo, and yet when they brought back the series for that movie, they made Flim Flam actually interesting and likable. Which is like, why don't you just do this to Scrappy? Or unless they're just very lazy and going, hey, did you know we hate this character? Did you know this character sucks?
To be fair, James Gunn murdered Scrappy.
Oh yeah, he did.
He's
Kill
not
him
coming
in
back.
cold
He's not
blood.
coming back.
It's funny.
That
It's
thing
funny
is
because,
dead.
yeah, what's funny is that James Gunn later on did like kind of apologize, admitting, "Oh shit, people like this character." Oops.
After he shot him.
Scrappy fans were upset.
Still can't believe
So-
I'm one of 5 Scrappy fans.
So I'm gonna add something in there whose character I actually like. Okay, so Scrappy Doo, like, I think it would be nice to see a little more development, but there's just some characters I have no hope for. I had no hope for Amy, but I can name one character worse than Amy from the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise because of Sonic X, and that is Chris Thorndyke.
I was about to say it's Chris,
Oh.
isn't it?
God, yeah.
I was about to.
That
Go
white
ahead.
ass
I was-
bitch.
Go ahead.
I was about to fight you, Golden. I was about to say, if you didn't say from the Sonic X, me and you were about to have a fight.
We're about to
Amy is a
square up.
saint. Amy is a saint, and Sonic X destroyed her. That's my problem. Amy doesn't actually, in the comic series, have any issue with like Sonic being in another relationship with other people. Yeah, she has a crush on Sonic, but the entire like argument of her being overly like possessive of Sonic never really happened in the comics. It really
say-
didn't.
She's pretty chill in the fucking comics, from what I remember.
Really is.
The
And not only
IDW
that, in
comics
some
make
of
her
the
so much
comics
better.
when Sonic is with Sally, she supports, not only is friends with Sally, but it supports their relationship.
You know,
Like-
if they actually put that in a lot of the cartoons, I wouldn't have hated Amy nearly as much. Especially in the games like Sonic 2 or Sonic Adventure 2. Oh, if I help you, will you marry me? No!
No way!
Oh my
I just don't get-
god!
That's called
I'm
blackmail.
just confused
No.
why they chose like only one, like a popular female character to be in like the good team of Sonic. Like, why didn't they pick both Sally and Amy, or like Sally and Amy and another character?
I'd
will-
rather
Oh,
see
what
Sally
is
than
Sally
Amy,
just
to be
Y'all
honest.
motherfuckers really sleeping on Blaze, huh?
I do have to ask,
No.
why does Sally straight up just not exist anymore? Anybody
Which is
else
kind
notice
of
that?
sad because, like, I would like I have yet to play Sonic Rush to get the ideal of the character more. But
You ever watch Sonic Sat AM?
I have watched Sonic Sat AM. I like Sally. I was talking about Blaze. Sorry, I got that mixed up with the two. But yeah,
Alright.
I always preferred Sally over Amy because Sally
Oh.
is just so much more dedicated and willingly to do things. Instead, a
Plus-
bunch of Sonic fans are constantly using her in the same fashion with Rouge.
Yeah.
So-
Plus, she's literally like Princess Leia. She's a princess, but she can do shit and fight.
Kind of, yeah.
Wait, Sally's a princess?
Yeah, she's Princess
Sally.
Sally.
Yeah, that's the name she goes by.
Yep.
Ah,
Which is
My
sad
favorite
that they
Blaze-
just.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say my favorite female character is getting used nearly as much compared to everyone else's.
oh. Enlighten us.
Bonnie, the robotic bunny.
Oh,
Oh
Oh,
gosh.
but okay,
I
for a
love
moment,
that.
I'm
I
sorry.
love that
I honestly
bitch.
heard Barney.
I've heard good things about Bonnie.
let's see what other kind of. Yeah, Chris is the entitled child. No, Chris Thorndike is such a self-insert of a character. And a time when
Little
like.
fucking Final Fantasy looking ass.
Yeah, no, and just like,
Oh, God, he does look
Sonic
like
and
Sonic.
friends are trying to get back home. Oh, but I don't have any friends, even though he goes to school regularly and he's with a rich family. Like, what more could you want? Like, holy hell. Just,
Yeah, I mean, you even have Consuela from Family Guy as a maid.
My
God
biggest thing-
damn it.
My biggest thing with Chris, if they made the character more relatable to a common child, I think people would have liked him a lot more. But he just literally isn't. Complete opposite.
So this opinion might be controversial, but I actually didn't think Chris was the most annoying character. My most notable annoying character in the series to me was Cream. Cream and Cheese.
Really?
Oh yeah.
For some reason, every time they didn't really have anything important to say on screen other than "Hi, I'm a cute bunny, and here's my pet."
Yeah.
And it kind of just got grating on my nerves every single time their high-pitched voices kind of got on there. I know it's not a very popular opinion, but that's just me.
I forgot
What's-
that Cream was ever a character to begin with. Like, she, like, I don't see her nearly that often, so, she completely left my head.
Dude,
was
the
the name of
third
that?
time that Cream says hi, she's just sitting there like, bitch, who cares? Do you have anything to say?
Who was that? Come back in Sonic Heroes when you can actually contribute something.
To be
Who
fair,
was that imp?
to
Who was
be
that
fair,
imp
in
of
Sonic X, she
Dr.
did
Eggman?
beat the
Oh
shit out
my
of Emerald.
god, dude.
She did. I will give her a little bit of credit for that, but even then.
Who was that imp of Dr. Eggman's in the show? Because he was fucking
Snivelly?
annoying as well. No, the imp
Oh,
in Sonic X, that little like the bluey black thing with the yellow eyes.
Was it a robot or was it an imp?
No, it was an actual imp. I don't know what his name is. It had like the horrible squeaky ass voice and carried a TV around with it in its pocket.
I'll look him up.
huh. I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, that doesn't ring a bell at all. Like, it just the only thing I could say is that Chris was the reason why I didn't watch Sonic X.
Sonic X.
Yeah, I didn't watch it that much because I was just so annoyed with his presence and being such an entitled child.
Okay, here's the picture of the fucker. Yeah, that's Boku. Thank you.
Let me see.
He looks like a rejected Digimon.
He does. It's like if
Who
Impmon
is that?
It's like if
That's
Impmon went to the
Dr.
dollar
Robot.
store.
That was Dr. Eggman's messenger. He carried a TV in that little hamper of his.
I've never seen him before in all my life. What the?
He's in almost every single episode.
His bag says egg. Egg.
Oh,
whatever
yeah,
reason.
I remember him now.
During the Metarex arc, they just made him taller. And they never explained it. He just became taller.
Oh yeah, they did it. Yeah, they made him normal sized. I remember that. And they hated him because he was normal sized.
Yeah.
God, when Sonic 3 comes out, and Sonic 4 is going to be announced, if they introduce this character, I might just not watch it.
I mean, that is
They're already
already...
in Sonic 4, and it like did fucking horrible.
Oh, can they add a love triangle and invite
No, I think
Sally into?
I think they were talking about the movies. Like, I know that the third movie's going to include Shadow, but it has been announced that Amy's going to be a part of it. It's just at least make her tolerable.
If they
And
don't
her
give me
voice
my
actor
big
has been
kitty
announced
bat,
as well.
I swear to God.
Do you think she's gonna hit Shadow with her hammer?
I hope so.
I'm calling it now.
Oh,
If they
would you
confirm
have as the
Sonic
voice?
the Hedgehog 4, Silver and
No,
Blaze will be in it.
I would like to see that.
I would actually be surprised if Silver gets in the movie. He had really bad rap with his games.
Yeah, I hope not, because every single scene is him just going, "It's no use."
That's the thing.
God.
Yeah.
I didn't hate Silver. I hate how his games portrayed him. Because to me, he was a cool character. It was very different. He wasn't a fast hedgehog. He had psychic powers. That's so different to the traditional
hold
hedgehog.
on.
It also-
I'm reading the chat. Bean Gone Wrong saying, I want to see Metal Sonic. I will not be surprised if he gets added.
Yeah.
Maybe. Because they could
Honestly,
go
I'm
really
surprised
good
we're
with
getting-
Metal Sonic or really annoying.
I'm surprised we're getting fucking Shadow before Metal Sonic, because I feel like sequentially it should go Metal Body Double and then fucking, perfect organism clone.
I still
I
find
don't
it
get
really
is-
weird. I still find it weird that what they're plotting with Shadow is that Eggman created him, even though Shadow was made before Eggman became ever a thing. From what I
No,
But we
He's
haven't
been
seen
around-
the movie yet.
Yeah, no, like just the original origin story was that Shadow was created in him like a few decades ago with Maria, who had a terminal illness.
One
that's
thing I
why you
don't get
can't
about
trust
Shadow,
fucking
though, is why the voice actor that is rumoured to be him, why is it Christian Bale?
I heard it was going to be
Because
Keanu
famous.
Reeves.
Yeah, I heard that rumor too.
Okay, two things. One, if it's Keanu Reeves, hell yeah. Fucking Keanu Reeves knows how to give a very serious role. On the other hand, if it's Christian Bale, I can sort of see it working. Although
chances are they're probably going to have the Batman voice. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog.
No. You don't want to know what voice...
faker here.
Can we have Sam Witwer?
No, the voice I could probably see them giving for what's his name, for Shadow, and I really hope they don't do it, even though it'd be kind of amusing. Would be the fucking Patrick Bateman voice from American Psycho.
So,
I could just. I'm looking at Sketchy in the chat saying, "Amy can go somewhere though. Give me Rouge instead."
Yeah,
I mean, we can all agree with that.
Unless Rouge, my big titty back girlfriend, is in the fucking
The face with no big titty bat GF while you're
leave the fucking theater.
So funny. They're like, hey, we have Rouge. People think we're going to make her look flat, but what if we made her bigger?
She'll just be 2 balloons with a head on it. How big are you talking?
Think of it like
So you're basically
funny.
you're turning Jordan into a Sonic character.
No, guys, think of it like
Rouge, the
this.
fucking Jessica Rabbit style. Like,
She's not bad. She's just drawn that way.
You guys are
Like, you
killing
do
me.
have to remember that Paramount Sonic movies were made by listening to the fans. So if they it's very likely we're gonna get, authentic Rouge,
Yeah,
and not woke Rouge.
Yeah, because during because when the trailer of the first movie came out, we had that ugly Sonic design. They changed it after they heard the feedback, and
They changed that shit real quick.
They did. Upon the release of Sonic 2, they changed the poster to have the voice actress of Tails put on the poster.
Yeah.
Like they have.
And again,
it's
I do
mad
have to
respect
ask.
that they listen to the people. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I do have to ask, if Paramount's okay with listening to the fans there and not fucking up, why can't they do that with the Halo?
I think it depends on who's the person that's listening, I guess.
Well, someone needs to get fucking fired then, don't they?
Yeah.
damn.
Hashtag gotta fix first.
Here's the Sonic Studio stuff. Alright, everyone, we want to keep Sonic PG. Now, how do we do this? Well, they want us to introduce this character called Rouge. Oh, let's just see. This maybe has to be read at M.
Wait. I just had a thought. What would happen first? Them giving Shadow a gun or them making Rouge overtly...
Jesus Christ, that is actually a genuinely good question.
I mean...
what would happen first? Them making
hold on.
Rouge sexual...
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. We've seen the military in a Sonic movie already. We know they exist, so guns exist already.
Yeah, but would
Sonic.
they give Shadow a gun though? Which, if
have
they
to give
did,
Shadow a gun.
Yes, they would.
Would he be Shadow or would he be Shadow from the 2006 video game Shadow the Hedgehog? Is what
We don't talk about that.
If they do that, I want the song "Fear No Evil" in the background.
That would be
Oh my god.
All I
What
can
if-
say is, don't make him as stupid as his portrayal in the game, but give him guns. And the
Yeah,
chicken
give him a gun.
He has to have the
Yeah,
chicken
give-
gun.
He has to have the AK-47.
Why
specifically an AK?
Sketch the Changeling is having fun talking about Rouge, saying that Rouge is a thought.
I mean, big titties, so...
No, he also said that if he was in this call, he would go on non-stop about Rouge.
This whole television segment would just be nothing but Rouge and her bad movies.
Like a majority of this topic about television was mostly related to Sonic and what was the other one? Tom and Jerry. Yeah, we briefly talked about Stranger Things, which I still am waiting to watch the series finale when everybody else catches up to it.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm gonna get there.
Oh yeah. No.
Listen.
Go ahead, Pickles.
I'll be honest. I'm scared to get into new things I say new things. I'm scared to get back into things like Stranger Things and other stuff because I try to get back in MHA. Not gonna say anything. But the spoilers.
Oh, you fucked up. I know what you did.
I cried. I was like, oh, let me get back into the series I like. That was a mistake.
This was a mistake!
Pickles, I understand. You fucked up, because I fucked up too.
God.
I understand this pain.
Basically.
Okay, no, hold on. Def, I want you to repeat that.
Edward?
No, fucking Def. What did you just say?
I said Edward.
No, you said Full Metal Alchemist a moment ago.
Yes.
What part of the MHA made you think Full Metal Alchemist?
Okay.
MHA.
My Hero Aka, Def.
Oh, My Hero Academia.
Yeah, MHA.
Logic's gonna murder me.
One day.
Okay,
One day I will find
all right,
you.
so we're on one last we're on one last question. Have you watched any preschool shows recently? Some modern ones are pretty good. The only thing I could think of is the show Bluey, and it has its own charm.
Love Bluey.
Bluey's pretty good.
Bluey is pretty good.
Bluey so
I have one criticism about Bluey. The rest of the show is perfect. I have one criticism about Bluey.
Yes.
What? Bluey's dad, Bandit, sets an unrealistic standards for dads everywhere. He is like the perfect dad. No dad
Actually came back
acts
with the milk.
God.
He's a dad that came back with the milk, dude.
Dude, okay, I can name one other character, and that is like the dad from that pig show, Peppa the Pig. Yeah,
Peppa Pig. Are you fucking kidding me?
Like that father is like he's obviously so dense, but the way he just he has no problem with anything whatsoever. Like the children got off scot-free with everything.
Is that Daddy Pig is going to hang up this picture on the wall? I'm an expert.
I might stab you.
No, okay,
dude.
Every time I think of Peppa the Pig, I think of the robot chicken skit. Now, what is the number for 911?
Every time I think of Peppa the Pig, I think of the fucking
It's
American
not Peppa
Dad.
the Pig.
No,
I just
Peppa Pig.
Stop putting that in it. There's no that in the name.
You know what this reminds me of?
It's Leviosa. It's not Leviosa.
So, if I may,
Do you know what this is reminding me of?
What?
So nobody else will know about this, but in the game Saints Row, where they keep seeing the Los Carnales, but one of the characters keeps saying, "No, it's not the Los Carnales. It's Los Carnales. Los means the."
So
The Canales.
Okay,
It's like saying, "Oh, I need to go to the ATM machine."
so if
What?
I may,
I need to go to the ATM machine.
Yes, Golden?
Yeah, okay. So I did read up what Sketchy said about Bluey's dad, saying that he's the dad we need to pull up from the standard. Yeah, because he demonstrates how good of a father we really ought to be in order to be a parent. That I think is if that's kind of the intention that I was able to see behind that. He's willing to do a lot for his kids, and that kind of dedication I will respect.
I hate that this kid show has made me cry more times
that fathers
than
like that
anything.
just don't exist, and that depresses me.
Dude, Pickles, The Land Before Time made me bawl my eyes out like a baby, okay? A lot of children's movies are gonna make...
Okay, but my introduction to Bluey was me watching my nieces, and they're obsessed with Bluey right now. And me
I don't
sitting
blame
down
them. It's a fantastic
and
show.
Can you
watching
blame
one
them?
episode.
No.
Yeah, and I can't. I'd rather them be into this show than fucking Cocomelon. God.
I don't even know what that is.
Fuck Cocomelon.
Fuck Cocomelon, dude.
That so fast.
I mean,
But
it's
my
better Bluey than Barney or Teletubbies.
God. My first reaction was sitting on the couch thinking, oh, I've heard some good things about this. This will be fine. And then me immediately crying at the space episode.
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm sitting here bawling my eyes out while my nieces are just like, oh, next Blue episode. And I'm like, huh? Yeah. Oh, next episode. All right.
Pickles, I've got something that you might like then.
Uh-huh.
What?
Steve Irwin's son is in that show.
Steve Irwin's son?
Yeah, I know.
Oh!
I know.
Well, there go my ears.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
it's
any
fine.
of you
None of us were using those, for a call which requires audio.
Cool.
Nobody requires any audio fucking input anymore. Not necessary. Not at all.
All right.
Right.
So, we beyond reached past the time limit, but I think Bluey was the way to go out on because we didn't talk about preschool shows before.
Yeah.
So finally,
You
we're
need to
now talking one of
You
the
need to have
last
a
two topics.
podcast just for Bluey.
Yeah.
Anyway, one of the last two topics is music. Whenever I'm resetting the timer, I will start the timer when a question about music starts. So this one may not have nearly as much, so I might just trim that down. Let's say 15 minutes.
Golden, I have a question for you about music.
Okay.
Do you think that a hero can save us? Because honestly, I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I will fly
if
on the wings.
Well, Ben, if you want an answer to that, look at this photograph.
God damn it!
Look at this
hate all of
photograph.
Look at this fucking shit.
Every time I do it makes me laugh.
I don't know if I'll be able to
Riza,
answer
why
any
do you have
questions
an
about music.
okay-ish singing voice? What the fuck?
All right,
I
so
love-
we already have a question. Do you like Van Halen? Yes, a handful of the songs. It's mostly the earlier works, like Running with the Devil, Jump, Panama. Yeah, I like the earlier works. When the other singer was replaced, I'm forgetting the names.
Sam Hagar.
Sammy Hagar, yeah. That one became more... It's a little too radio-friendly, whereas the one with... again, I'm drawing a blank. I forgot the previous singer was.
Sammy Hagar.
No, not that one. The earlier singer.
Fuck, I don't remember him either.
Somebody will
Jaeger
clarify.
Sama.
Yeah. We can at least pretend that Van Halen 3 didn't happen.
Favorite band of all time. I don't have a favorite necessarily. It really all depends on my mood. Like one day I'll listen to Boston, or I'll listen to some classic rock. I'll listen to Queen. I'll listen to some hair metal bands like Bon Jovi and Scorpions. Other days I'll listen to like more heavier stuff like the Big Four, Iron Maiden. Or for any modern music, I'll listen to Linkin Park if I wanted to. Favorite music genre, it's mostly with rock, in case that wasn't clear. But I flex my stuff to other genres every once in a while. Like I'll listen to a little bit of jazz, a little bit of hip-hop, a little bit of this and that.
Black metal.
I don't really have a favorite genre. Like, I'll listen to, like, Linkin Park, Nickelback, I'll listen to Evanescence, I'll listen to, like... just whatever the fuck I feel like, realistically. The only genre I really just don't listen to consistently is, like, Screamo.
Well, note to self, not to show you any super Screamo shit.
Victor, thank you for clarifying. David Lee Roth.
Oh, right, David Lee Roth.
Yeah, no, I liked it when he was in there.
Sorry, I was just going to also mention favorite band. I think it should be pretty obvious what mine is.
Right back.
I just came back, Alice's.
We're talking about Muzak.
Yep.
We'll be back.
Do I like Backstreet Boys? Kind of. There's a couple of songs I like. I Want It That Way, and
Alright.
yeah, there's that. As Long As You Love Me was what introduced me to the music.
I have a soft spot for Backstreet Boys, mainly because I grew up listening to boy bands because of my two older sisters. So,
Are you familiar with the group Set It Off? I think so.
I'm familiar with the group Set It Off. I love Set It Off.
Are they the ones who did The City of Angels? Or was
I don't.
That was Arrows to Athens. Sorry.
Yeah.
I do currently listen to video game music, including Crush 40. Who doesn't love Crush 40?
Crush 40 is so good.
Yeah.
What?
Crush 40, the band who makes music for the Sonic Adventure games.
Yeah. This
Never heard
is
of
my escape. I'm running through this world and I'm not looking back. Yeah, shit like that.
I'll be honest, I probably never listened to, actually listened to any of the Sonic songs.
I mean, if you're still familiar with them from Sonic, you should be fine.
Yeah.
I listened to both Backstreet and NSYNC. I have a question about like music culture in general. When Backstreet Boys and NSYNC were big, did they create like a societal rift where you could only listen to Backstreet Boys or NSYNC, or was it fine to listen to both?
I think it was fine to listen to both, but the fan bases were very, very
Stupid.
Right.
That wasn't Crush 40, Wolfhead. Who was I singing?
They need to have a Crush 40 song in the next Sonic movie. I hope so. I'd be
I'm
down
surprised
with
they
that.
didn't yet.
Yeah. Can't stick around. Gotta keep moving on.
I'm trying to think.
Wait,
did you?
Oh,
Did you guys ask me what my favorite genre is? Okay, I saw someone say Bowling for Soup. Bowling for Soup is fucking phenomenal.
Oh, Wolfhead loves Bowling for Soup.
I love Bowling for Soup so much.
Oh.
They have a current song called We're Getting Old, but Everybody is Doing It.
It
I
was
love that
fine
song.
listening to both, but it's kind of like Coke versus Pepsi. Sketchy, what are you talking about?
Oh, the fucking NSYNC versus Backstreet Boys.
Oh yeah, no, because they're both boy bands and like, yeah, no, it's kind of like Coke versus Pepsi. They're both like soda.
Well, here's the difference between Coke and Pepsi. Coke has a polar bear. Pepsi has Pepsi Man. Who's gonna win in a fist fight?
Okay, so
The polar bear.
Coke used to have Santa Claus.
when listening to both of those songs, like I didn't even care who did what. They're just fun songs to listen to. Like if I wanted to listen to everybody, I'll listen to everybody. If I wanted to listen to It's Gonna Be Me, I'll listen to it. They kind of blurred in together, you know. They kind of like sound similar to one another. It's kind of like with the hair metal bands, where some people are saying their music sounds the same. Like you could compare Bon Jovi to like Whitesnake or something, which is silly. Like it's silly in and of itself.
So I don't have I actually, the more I thought about it, I think like the preferred music I do listen to consistently of is like video game OTSs. I love those.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, no, I enjoy listening to some of them.
Like Xenoblade music. Oh, it's so good.
Do you need a box
You got
of Kleenex?
so excited.
Yeah, dude, Ryza, do you need a box of Kleenex over there?
It's a
Oh
great
my
game.
God.
Everyone wants to play.
Pat.
You got
Forget
so
the
happy.
Kleenex, give him
Xenoblade
some
music.
Vaseline. I think he needs more.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
Would just crush the Coke within minutes. Yeah, tell that to the polar bear, dude.
I mean, I drink more Pepsi than I drink Coke, but that is one cool ass polar bear. I just want to say.
Yeah, that is cool. I also used to enjoy watching those CG polar bear ads that would be played on like theaters and such.
Oh God, yes, those were cute.
They were so wholesome.
Yeah.
There actually is like, I remember there was a particular Christmas commercial that was based heavily on World War I, where just on Christmas Day, the two different countries that were fighting each other, they spent the whole day just playing a game of like soccer or something while having a Coke, and then the next day they started fighting each other to the death again. Like, I don't know how to feel about that. Like, there's something
That was based off of a true event.
Yeah,
That actually happened.
It just shows
Somebody.
It was Christmas.
Yeah, ouch.
Someone mentioned Smash Mouth. I just want to bring up the.
Yeah.
I found this out a couple of weeks ago. Apparently, the song All Star has been remixed, and now there's a version of the song All Star with Smash Mouth and Owl City in it. And I want everybody. It sounds pretty good. It's a pretty good remix.
I'm sure it does, because there are a couple of like Owl City songs that I enjoy listening to. Like everybody knows the song Fireflies.
Yeah.
But there's also what's it called? Shooting Star was fun to listen to.
When can I see you again? The ending song to Wreck-It Ralph, dude.
When can we do this again?
Silhouette was a good version.
Yeah, so I will not be surprised with this. You know what this kind of reminds me of? It's with what's that song called? Drift Away. It came out of the 70s. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I want to get lost in your rock and roll and drift away.
Drift away.
Okay, yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, I forgot who the original singer was, but it was redone with Uncle Cracker. Yes, I know, it's a very silly name.
Can I briefly mention something about the outro song of Wreck-It Ralph, the Can We Do This Again thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny how the song ended with "When can we do this again?" and then they did it again and nobody liked it?
Yeah!
Damn!
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean,
Ralph breaks the internet more like Ralph breaks his franchise. Fuck.
so many people hated Ralph breaks the internet.
A lot of people did. Like, Mr. Enter literally said that that movie was worse than Chick a Little. I'm like, no.
Yeah, no.
that
At
pushes it a
least,
bit.
but then again, Mr. Enter is the same dude who literally said, "Oh, but you know, where's 9/11 in fucking
in Turning Red?" Yeah, no. That is, no one's gonna ever live that down. That is
the fact that a human being put that together in their head and said it unironically. It's just like you're an amoeba. You're just a hyper adapted amoeba. There's nothing going on up there, is there?
Oh, is negativity just that so obsessed in your brain, mate? Yes, because everything sucks now.
You know, like the most hypocritical thing is that back when Mr. Enter used to do reviews during season 4, he was tired of everybody else being negative, and he was trying to be more positive. Now look where the tables have turned to.
Now he's
Everybody
the
else
most
is
cynical
positive
person
now. I
ever.
don't like it.
Here's the thing though. I didn't think Ralph Breaks the Internet was bad. I just thought it was weird. I thought it was a weird direction to take the series.
Okay,
To
Sketchy,
me, it
that's
hits
like
the
your
same-
opinion.
Like, to me is
All right, later,
like
Panda.
the whole thing with Ralph Breaks the Internet. It's the same thing with Toy Story 4 and with fucking Lego Movie 2. It's like they don't need to exist. You know,
They're not
Yeah.
terrible, but they're just like they're pointless in the grand
like
scheme of
it's
things.
unnecessary. Toy Story 3 was the perfect ending to the franchise, and you know, I may not be a really big fan of religious undertones, but it resonated with me in a way that stuff doesn't typically do, because Toy Story 3's ending is all about, you know, peace.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know, I agree with that, which is one of the reasons that when I heard they did Toy Story 4, I didn't watch it. And yes, I know that many people praise it for the fact that they developed Bo Peep's character rather well, but I don't care. The Toy Story 3 ended beautifully and it ended really magnificently.
Like,
And yet here comes... Huh?
like you could just stop at Toy Story 3.
Yeah, and then Disney
In
comes
fact,
in
actually,
going,
that's,
money.
I'm going to use that as a special bonus question, not for just us here, but for those in the chat. Do you think that it is worth, like, sidestepping what is otherwise a pretty awesome ending just to develop a character that you forgot about after the second movie?
So, if they did, it would have to be like the most outstanding development and an ending to match it, if not do better.
Which, from what I've heard...
Guys, we were talking about music.
I know. I'm waiting for the next question regarding music, and like nobody has asked about it yet.
I was gonna mention, you know, my favorite bands. Well, at least my favorite band. I don't think it should be pretty obvious what my favorite band is.
Alice's.
I'll say. Although my other favorite band has to be the band Leviathan. Mainly because, one, the music is really damn good and haunting, especially for what the guy's trying to convey. And two, it's a one-man project.
So funny!
What?
A Quiz guy says, Annie gives Bonnie Woody only for her to lose her in the next movie.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
see.
that's so true.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Okay.
logic.
Sketchy brought up a pretty good point, saying that Toy Story 4 is a good epilogue to Toy Story 3's ending, and I was like, that's fair. If that's how you want to look at it, that's fair.
It does. Like some people have made that. Can you get down with the sickness? Oh, okay. We're talking about Disturbed.
Oh God, I knew somebody was going to do it. Golden, now you have to do it.
Oh, wow.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
If that
Do
is
not.
the worst.
Don't do it.
No.
Logic, now you have to do it.
No, I'm
Fuck off.
gonna do something even better.
Okay.
Darkness, my old friend.
2 out of 10.
Oh,
right.
fuck you! That cover is amazing.
You know what's funny?
The song is amazing, but your impression of it is not so good.
Golden. You know what's funny is that, like, it's weird because when it comes to that cover of Disturbed's take on The Sound of Silence, you're probably the only person I've ever come across that actually likes it, because the original the original group of people that I used to be with in music, they absolutely hated the cover. And
I thought the cover was great.
Yeah,
Me too.
dude.
But
I
these
was
guys
in
were like,
tears when I listened to that song.
I don't know why they hate it so much. I think it was just simply because, oh, Disturbed? Oh, that band from the 2000s? That new metal group? Ugh, not good.
Yeah, well, that's their own problem. So.
Hey guys,
Yes.
you know
Yeah.
this is funny?
What?
What?
Because I said, ooh.
I still love that it's being memed because I said ooh. Okay, here's a question. Favorite video game OST? Oh, that's a tough one.
Blade!
Of course.
Stop!
All right, you need another box of Kleenex. Anyway.
Rise a quarter, because you're not doing that in the chat.
No.
Okay, so I have a top 3 if I may go first.
Go right ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Destiny, Halo, and Doom Eternal. Not necessarily in that order, but I love all 3 of them.
All right.
Okay.
If I had to say my favorite soundtracks of video games, let's see, it would have to be either Undertale soundtrack because Toby Fox is a fucking knows how to make me cry, or Akira Yokama. I think that's how you say it. Akira Yokama's soundtrack for Silent Hill.
I'm going to be right back in a second. You guys go.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Actually,
Dude,
if I may further clarify, specifically Destiny 2's soundtrack, because I do think music in Destiny 2 is different from Destiny 1's. Like, in the Phoenix Nest, actually, if you guys look, if you click on the little text tab on the Phoenix Nest core thing, you can see I posted a song from the soundtrack there that is my favorite one. I think it says which song it's called.
Yes.
My favorite song from Destiny 2 is the
Okay.
I can't remember the fucking boss name. It's the Shank, the big boss one.
Saber 2?
All right.
Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up.
I mean, if it's a big Shank boss, that's Saber 2.
All right. So let's see. Have you listened to Jonathan Young? Yes, I listened to him for many years, but I lost respect for him since last year. I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about it publicly, though, because I don't want to stir up drama.
Yeah. He's okay. He's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Ooh, since we're on music real quick, the Mystery Skulls animations. What do you guys think of them?
I'm indifferent to them, but I will admit the animation is pretty damn good.
I like the story they are telling.
Yeah, I've heard that I've seen that the story is pretty damn good. I just don't care for it in general, but it's still pretty damn.
That's because you are a fool and you can't appreciate good storytelling.
Oh,
that's a joke. That's a joke.
I know it's a joke, but it's still funny.
I'm joking with you, Logic. Don't worry.
You killed him! You fucking killed him!
I just immediately went smoke death at all costs.
Dude, when it comes to like my favorite video game OSTs, the only thing that pops up for me is that one song from Mario 64. That one track. Fucking Dire Docks.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
So,
I could fall asleep to that shit any day.
It's so gentle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cheat and say my top 3 OTSs. All of Xenoblade in number 1. Persona 5 has great OTS. And this might be a hot take. I'm gonna say Final Fantasy 13. 13 has probably the best soundtrack in the series.
Okay, fair.
Actually, on the topic of soundtracks that are really cool, something I wanted to bring up because I talk about it a lot, and I might as well get it out of the way here since I, have a platform to talk about music. So, Ruby's soundtrack.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
The people who do that stuff, I don't know exactly who they are, but they rock. They fuck and smoke probably at the same time.
Chat, you're cool if you fuck and smoke at the same time. That's what we want
I'm
to
being
let you know.
hyperbolic. Don't smoke if you don't already.
Smoke him if you got him.
Death, that is a horrible message. Shut up.
All right, so to answer my question of what game soundtracks that I enjoy, it varies all over the place. For nostalgia's sake, I love the soundtrack from Mega Man X. All right, later, Sketchy. I enjoy listening to the music from Freedom Planet. It has a nice blend between Asian culture, because that's what it's loosely referencing in the games. But man, are they so catchy. And sometimes I like listening to the Doom soundtrack, or at least the first stage. Something is flying over my head. I know I'm gonna miss something here.
It's me.
Shut up.
Oops. Monks Riser.
I do like the Ace Combat 7 soundtrack.
That's right.
Yeah. So.
Games it's like this. I don't know if this is something a lot of people agree with, but I very rarely find a soundtrack in a video game that I don't enjoy at least a little bit.
What other soundtrack? Ooh, Silent Hill 3 as well.
You know what's another good soundtrack that's super relaxing?
What?
Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing
Indeed.
soundtrack.
Oh yeah. I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, I can vibe to that.
I think one other soundtrack that comes to mind is the Mega Man Battle Network 3 soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Mega Man Battle Network is coming to the Switch. All of them. Every single one. Yes. But we can't talk about it. This is about music. We can't fawn over them right now.
Someone just mentioned Snake Eater from Metal Gear Solid 3, the song that's basically a James Bond reference. Oh, I love Metal Gear Solid's soundtrack.
Dude, like, there's a song that I heard because of that SFM video of Celeste in the Summer. What's it called? Metal Gear Rising or something like that?
Yeah,
that game has been popping off in popularity recently. I love it when old games get popular out of fucking nowhere.
It's kind of like what happened to a certain 80s song from a popular TV show that takes place in the 80s.
It hurts me at you.
Kirby music can be relaxing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, somebody actually asked an interesting question earlier about quote-unquote Christian bands. Like, I think Skillet was mentioned.
Okay, Christian bands.
So, it was just like, what are my thoughts on Skillet or mostly Christian bands? It really all depends. Like, if it's enjoyable to listen to, it's enjoyable to listen to. That's not much, to say there. But there are just some of those bands who rely so much on the Christian themes that it gets very irritating.
Yeah. I think one of the best examples of a Christian band, ironically enough, is the band Under Oath, or at least were Christian, because after they came back in, I think around 2018, after their 1-year breakup, they immediately dropped the Christian aspect and just went for full-blown metalcore, which I wouldn't mind, but it's just generic shit at this point. I miss it when they actually use the metalcore aspect to give positive messages. Like with their Define the Great Line, or that one song that everyone seems to reference from They're Only Chasing Safety as a good example of that. But they're generic at this point, which is kind of a shame because I really like them. I like their the album Define the Great Line.
If there's any Christian rock band that I actually enjoy listening to, completely forgetting that they were Christian, I will name two. One is Red, and the other one POD.
Oh yeah, I forgot that POD was a Christian band.
Yeah, because I love their song Youth of the Nation.
Another band that comes to mind, this is mainly because it's one of those, like, only if you're, like, really looking into the genre, it's the black metal band Horde, because, funny enough, they were labeled black metal, but they're actually called, and I'm not even kidding by this name of it, un-black metal, where essentially it takes the elements of black metal, but instead of going around saying, Hail Satan, they're literally like, oh, Hail Jesus!
Not just white metal.
So
literally, people call it white metal.
Just call it Christian metal again. What the hell is the difference?
What's funny is that the vocalist, like, the guy literally said, like, I really like the black metal band from Norway, but I feel they're too negative, so I want to make positive music. And so he literally made a white metal band, a white metal project that literally just has the same screechy guitars of black metal, but instead of talking about Satan, they're literally praising Jesus and God.
It's hilarious. Christian music.
I have
black metal.
I have a question, a music question.
Yes.
What is your favorite music video? And another question, what is the creepiest music video you've ever seen?
Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden.
Oh yeah, you showed me that music video. The whole time I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, like, song is great, but good lord. Like, just everybody's having these creepy smiles. It's like, if you remember that episode for Friendship is Magic, the cutie map, it's like that, but magnified. And the saturated colors, dude.
Okay, so, when it comes to music videos, like, the ones that I at least remember, let me think. The best ones, in my opinion, the best one has to be Linkin Park's Breaking the Habit. I think that's actually one of the damn best ones.
Yeah, I love the animated work of that.
With the animation, it literally looks like something out of Kill Bill, which
it's the same animator.
Yeah, it's the same animator. But the most creepiest music video that I can think of, and this is mainly because it comes from the top of my head, is Forced Gender Reassignment by Cattle Decapitation. Where,
oh my god.
Okay, to make a long story short, the song itself is the band's kind of middle finger to all the homophobes out there who make fun of trans people.
Okay.
But the music video literally shows a guy torturing two people and basically turning them into the opposite gender.
Okay.
And the video was up on YouTube, but immediately it got taken down because YouTube's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
He's like, excuse me, what the fuck?
Everyone did agree that the music video was pretty damn good, but definitely not one you should watch on a full stomach.
All right, so
Can you Coco not?
yeah, so we have one more question to go over before we get to the miscellaneous topic, and that is any worst band so far.
Worst bands? Worst band.
I don't know who made this song, but whoever made the song that just kept saying panda, 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 panda.
That's Designer.
They should literally go jump off a building.
Panda, panda,
Yikes.
panda, panda.
Worst band that I can think of.
Simple Plan.
I forgot Golden hates Simple Plan.
I like Simple Plan.
I still have a soft spot for Simple Plan. I still have a soft spot for Simple Plan, yeah.
I have a soft spot for them too, but I won't deny that, yeah, people have a good reason for hating them.
Dude, they are probably the worst, or not the worst, but like when it comes to pop punk bands, they are the stereotypical pop punk band where they're all like 40 years old, but they still like make songs about like breakups and this girl didn't pay attention to me. And my life is the worst.
So
like shit like that.
So Simple Plan is just another example of Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Taylor Swift just sings about her breakups all the time, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it gets very old after a while, or just any drama in general.
Getting back together.
Back together.
Or, just about how much people can't stand her sometimes. I mean, the entirety of Reputation was that. Oh, and how much she hates Kanye West.
Yeah.
Let me see. Worst bands that I could. I think I have the worst. I think I already have an idea for a band that I absolutely cannot stand, and that is deathcore band Immure. Mainly because they are every terrible stereotype of a deathcore band, singing misogynistic lyrics, thinking they're badasses because they're tough ass guys, and just completely cliched on the fucking on a very stereotypical scale. And another thing that's kind of annoying, and usually doesn't bother me that much because I'm gay.
Yeah.
They kind of use a certain word as a way to deflect their haters.
Oh, so they just spam the F word all the time?
Yep, they're literally
That's wild as fuck.
Yeah. Another band that comes to mind too is Attila, because they're literally. If I had to compare Attila to anything, and Golden's probably going to cringe at this, they are essentially the deathcore, or I guess metalcore equivalent to Limp Bizkit, but without the self-awareness.
Keep rolling.
Why is there a band called Limp Bizkit? Like, just why?
I mean,
a couple of songs by Limp Bizkit go pretty fucking hard, even though they don't make any sense at all.
I mean, that's fine, but they could have ended a name on Shrimp Super or anything ridiculous, but Limp Bizkit is just the most wild name to me.
Here's another question. What is a band with the weirdest goddamn name that you've heard of?
Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit's one of them. There's a band called Car Seat Headrest.
I'm trying to think. There has to be one. Because I listen to a lot of bands. There has to be a band with a weird name that I've listened to.
I think I can come up with one.
What?
The Garo Gary Gay Gay Gay.
What the fuck? That sounds like an anime.
No, you want to know? Okay, so the Garo Gary Gay 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 is a very weird Japanese project, and literally they said, and I quote, that the name is an onomatopoeia for vomiting and having diarrhea.
What the fuck? Okay, you win, I guess.
You know
I can't beat that.
No,
That's
hold on.
funny.
Hold on a second. I'm going to name something that is much more juvenile and immature.
What?
The farts. There's literally a band.
You're pulling
called
my
the
leg.
Farts. No, go look it up. There's literally a band called the Farts.
Let me see.
And there's also another band that had one radio hit called the F-Ups. They're known for a song called Crack Ho.
Yeah. Let's not forget to Butthole Surfers.
Butthole Surfers. God damn! I'm not even gonna try at this point.
Oh
You guys
God, you're right. They do exist. The Farts were a hardcore punk band from the '80s.
Man, I'm just gonna make up names and see if they're real.
Oh,
okay. Apparently,
God.
like the funny thing is, apparently they had very politically and socially charged songs, and yet they had a very awkward name like the Farts. Then again, I shouldn't be surprised. Hardcore punk bands always do this.
Juxtaposition, though.
What happened?
Like they're probably juxtaposing the silly name against the subject as they discuss in their music.
Okay, so I'm gonna end with the name of a band that I legit can't stand, as well as Simple Plan, and it's not a rock band. I don't even know if it's a band or maybe it's just the stage name musician, but Aqua.
Oh, you don't
because
like
of the Barbie girl song.
Yeah.
I guess it's because you really don't like the bubble pop, bubblegum pop aspect of their music.
It's not even that. Just the high-pitched voice is so disorienting to hear. I just couldn't stand hearing that.
Yeah.
Pain, literally pain.
Yeah. It's like, how much helium did you have to suck in order to get that kind of voice?
That's what she said.
How much?
Cut to Kichi sneaking up behind Golden playing the fucking Barbie girl
I
song.
have never forgotten that. I also haven't forgotten that I muted Ellie because she was literally singing the song. I'm like, nope. And as soon as she's unmuted, she loses her fucking mind.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Alright.
Oh my god. Alright, well...
it's time we move on to the last topic, and that is miscellaneous. So let's go ahead and do that now. I have the timer reset, so that way whenever a miscellaneous question is asked...
My favorite miscellaneous topic is something that's miscellaneous.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna bonk you, Ryza.
Go ahead,
We're
chat.
gonna kill you, Ryza.
Chat, ask me how cool I am. That's a miscellaneous topic.
I know you're cool, honey.
Hey, chat, ask me about Lego Monkey Kid. That's a miscellaneous topic.
Mystery Machine plushie? What Mystery Machine plushie?
Like the Scooby-Doo gang, but like plushies?
The question guy, you're a mystery machine. How about that?
Got him.
Honey, that was too blunt.
He knows I'm fucking around.
Boop.
How cool are you, Wolfhead?
Okay, Sugar Sock.
Finally, someone asked!
Sugar Sock, Micell, it means other questions. That's what miscellaneous means.
They didn't even spell it right.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh,
Alright, I got.
That's Keyframe's band plushie thing over there.
Oh, Keyframe has... Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. Of course, Keyframe has a Scooby-Doo themed plushie. Hi, Dusk.
Hey,
What
Dusk.
did I miss?
Everything.
Dusk, TikTok is random.
TikTok is random, but it will tell you things about yourself you didn't know.
It is fun sometimes, too.
There's some funny shit. Like I saw
Golden
this
versus
weird.
Proton John in a cross-dressing beauty contest. I would have to look at Proton John to see how...
Okay. Oh, he's very... Proton John, like... I haven't seen him cross-dress, but I do follow him on Twitter, and if there's one thing I've known about him, he retweets a lot of images of him getting cross-dressed or becoming a woman. It's actually
You
kind of
say like
cute.
it's a problem?
No, I'm not saying like it's a problem. I'm just saying it's kind of just amusing because the amount of times I see him with giant tits is kind of hilarious.
Big booba.
See,
Man, he likes Xenoblade, so I have to side of John. I'm sorry, Golden.
Oh my god, you and Xenoblade!
To Death Horse and Wolfhead, why are you cute? It just happens. It's just the way of the world.
I am not cute!
Ow!
Stop.
Well, there go my ears again.
I'm sorry. Actually, I'm gonna lower the microphone.
This was Bliss's bit.
Oh, here's a fun one. What's your favorite food and most hated food? I don't have
pizza.
I used to love pizza.
I see.
I like.
Sorry, go ahead.
I like pizza every once in a while because it fills you up so quickly.
Yes.
Something I always enjoy having are either sandwiches or burgers.
I'm addicted to pizza.
Of course.
Okay, so my favorite food is chocolate, specifically milk chocolate.
Wait, is that your
my-
hated food or your loved food?
Loved, I love it.
Okay, there you go.
I can't get enough of it. I'm gonna die because of it. And my least favorite food would have to be celery, but only because there's something about the way celery smells and tastes that causes me to physically recoil.
Same. I can't stand the taste or smell of a celery.
Even with ranch?
My
I've never
favorite.
tried it with ranch. I've never had access to ranch.
My favorite is pizza, and my least favorite food is pickles for the same reason Logic said.
I can understand.
Okay, so no, but my most hated food, and I always hated this ever since I was a kid, raisins.
I can understand that. Let me think. Favorite food? I'm gonna go pretty much go Latino. It shouldn't be surprising. Either tacos or mole.
Not tequila?
Huh?
Not
No.
tequila.
Very disappointing Mexican battle.
I feel hurt, but anyway. But my least
Good,
favorite
writhe,
food,
and if so inclined, weep.
my least favorite food, though, and this is mainly because I'm kind of not a big fan of it, is tomato. My family looks at me. Yeah, my family looks at me weird when I tell them I don't like tomato. They're like, "How can you not like tomato?" I literally tell them, "It tastes like rubber. It tastes like goddamn rubber."
Hold on. Which type of tomato?
Oh no, here we go.
Both tomatoes, to be honest.
What both? There's like 10 types of tomato.
Okay, Roma tomato and large tomato.
What is large tomato?
It's just a big tomato.
Are you talking like the heirloom tomatoes?
No, not the heirloom tomato.
A fat,
Okay.
juicy tomato.
Roma tomato and apparently large tomato is like the normal, like round one that most people buy at grocery stores.
Well, we now know even more of nothing.
You tried Zima.
I have not tried Zima though.
They're little yellow tomatoes. They're absolutely delicious. They're sweet and not as acidic, and they're like the only ones that I can really eat.
Okay, fair noted. I should
just like how he said the big tomato.
Oh, we got the $1 million question.
What?
On the pizza question, what toppings do you like on your pizza, and what toppings do you not want on your pizza?
We can't do this discussion every time. We can't. We can't go back.
Is that before we continue? Can I be a bit weird?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
So I'm very
yes, you are very capable of being a bit weird.
Thank you. Wait. Was that a shot? I feel like that was a shot.
Nah,
No, just go.
I'm saying you are fully capable of it.
Okay.
Go for it, Logic.
I'm gonna choose to trust that. So
Go for the big weird. Go for it.
So I'm very bland when it comes to pizza. However, a pizza I've grown to like because it's been bought for me so many times is it's a normal pizza. Well, I say normal, it doesn't really have that much on it, so just consider it an ordinary cheese pizza. Maybe it has something on it, like ham. But
Like
the
bread.
sauce is barbecue sauce.
Alright.
Ah,
That's not a problem. I've eaten some barbecue pizza.
that's
It's
interesting.
Barbecue chicken
Pretty
pizza.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think
it
it
is
is
a thing.
barbecue chicken pizza.
It's a thing. It exists. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna be anti-stoner here. I do not like French fry pizza. I think the idea of it is very bizarre and just.
Wait, French
I
fry
think
pizza?
I didn't even know
Yeah,
that was a thing.
I've seen it in New York. It's basically pizza with French fries on it. I understand what they're going for, but I find it a huge disappointment.
I just,
Bro,
I
don't like
just
that
think that's
either.
I just think that's repetitious because you're putting carbs on top of a carb.
But
No,
you have a
carbs on
super
carb
carb.
is fine. Carbs on carb, I understand, but the problem is unless you're making it brand new and fresh, the fries get soggy and then they get like hard, and then you're eating hard fries under like weak cheese, and it's just like
Ow.
just
It
get the
crea-
fries on the side,
It
man.
creates what I like to call like a consistency deficit with food. Like that's something else I can't stand unless it's specifically designed for it, like a sandwich or fucking one of those ice creams where it's like the hard chocolate shell with the ice cream inside. I can't stand it when something starts feeling like something else out of nowhere. Like I like the way chocolate feels when it melts in your mouth, and I do like chocolate chips in a muffin, but I do not like raisins in a muffin because you have the muffin and then you have something weird and chewy and definitely not a chocolate button.
Yeah.
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 And
Also,
Goldie, that KFC.
yeah. Also, going back to the favorite food, worst food.
Yeah.
I have a lot of foods I don't like. I'm actually a really picky eater because I have a lot of stomach issues with like food. So I can't have a lot of things with citrus in them, which is really annoying. And favorite food. I mean, I really like chocolate, but honestly, gyoza. I could eat that shit for days.
Understandable.
Gyoza is absolutely delicious. I also love sushi, but I can get sick of sushi. Gyoza I've never gotten sick of.
Alright. I love sushi.
Sushi's delightful.
It is. It's good to have every once in a while.
I'm that one weirdo who really isn't big on sushi or just fish in general.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's nothing against it. It's just that, I don't know. I think I just hate the smell of seafood.
Okay.
The only time I had fish is when I was younger. My mom would buy like these little fish stick things from Walmart, and that's probably the only time I ever ate, like the closest thing I ate to a fish.
Wolf it, go fuck yourself.
God damn it, he saw me.
I was about to say something really bad when Def said he doesn't like the smell of seafood. My brain immediately went to, oh, that's why you like guys.
Oh my god!
What?
As soon as you piece that together, I was like, "Oh god, this is gonna be one of those jokes."
Wait, what did you say? I did not hear what Logic said. Sorry.
It's like, so when Def said, "I don't like the smell of seafood," my brain immediately went, "Ah, that's why he likes guys."
Yeah.
God damn it!
Damn.
And why do I have friends? I'm fucking terrible.
That was
I'm
funny.
gonna noogie you for that.
Don't fucking touch me.
Don't fucking touch me.
I like that dichotomy. Why do I have friends? I'm so horrible. I'm gonna nuggie you. Don't fucking touch me.
It's just like, I'm going to hurt you now. There will be nothing left.
Oh.
I did.
Watching Golden eat is like watching a happy hamster.
What? Which is what I say again. Fuck yourself, Wolfhead.
He does not have to. That is why he has deaf. Anyway.
Oh!
Do I like pinball games? It's just there.
Pinball games are okay, but not really something I would shove quarters in God knows how many times.
Yeah, they're nostalgic for me because that was the game that you used to play when the internet was out or when someone had to use the phone back in my day.
Yes.
No, like pinballs were around before arcades, yeah.
Oh, did you want to finish that thought, or?
I think at this point everybody gets it, so go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Guys, we should all just go to a fucking arcade.
Dude, let him talk!
I'm sorry.
I think that's the first time anybody's ever been my hype man. Thank you, Golden. But, so... I'm going to use this miscellaneous section, now that I can be off topic, to ask a question to everybody here, including the chat again. And it's all about a show that you didn't think you would be into, but then when someone exposed you to it, you figured out that you really liked it. I'm going to go first and then pass on to you guys. Mine is Lego Monkey Kid.
Huh.
And I'm doing this specifically so I can tell more people to give it a chance because, holy shit, it's funny, it's remarkably faithful to Journey to the West, which is what it's based on, and it's just fun. Does anybody else in here have a show that they didn't think they'd like because of something like its aesthetic that they ended up really liking once they managed to trip over it?
I'm gonna make some people mad.
Yeah?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Whoa! Whoa!
You have to understand, when it came out, everything on TV looked like that. Every animation studio in the West was doing the anime style, the Western anime style, because that's what was in with the kids. I had seen so many like American animes that were so terrible just because, well, this is what's popular, who cares about plot, make it happen. And then Avatar came on and was just like, this is just going to be another one. So for years I did not watch it. I didn't watch it until I was well into my teenagehood / college, and that's because it, like, everyone's like, oh, you know, Avatar. I'm just like, okay, fine.
See what all the fuss is about, and it's like, the aforementioned fuss. I see.
And that's just splatted some blasphemy.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I was completely wrong. I acknowledge I was wrong, but you can't blame me because everything looked the same. I don't even remember half the names of that stuff, but
I can kind of understand that, because when I saw that Avatar was a thing, I thought that was Nickelodeon's answer to anime, because every network was trying to include anime. But I saw the show and I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything like that, because I'm one of those people who are like, I'll watch it for my own opinion, and if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. But if I had to pick something, maybe Ruby.
Okay, I have tried to watch Ruby, and then I got bored and left. So
good. Don't get me wrong. Here.
I liked the character designs, but that was it.
It's
yeah. Also, bear in mind, Avatar: The Last Airbender came out when I was 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
So I was well into my teenagehood already. I think it ended in 2008, when I was 18. So I was in college when I went to see it, so that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that's me, Riser, and Scataway. Anybody else in here have what I'm going to call sleeper shows for the sake of simplicity? Anybody else in here got a sleeper show?
Okay,
I have a show, but it's corny.
Like, I haven't answered the question yet, but it's probably going to be very cliche. Friendship is Magic.
Oh, I was going to say the same thing.
Friendship is Magic was a sleeper show for you two?
No, it was a show that I didn't expect to like, but I watched it and liked it.
No, that's what I mean. When I say sleeper show, it's like, you know, you slept on it, but then it surprised you. That's what I mean when I say that.
Yeah.
So you guys are saying that Friendship is Magic was your sleeper show.
Yeah, for me at least.
Okay, yeah, essentially.
Okay.
Because all our lives we were accustomed to having this mindset of this show's for boys, this show's for girls. And have an idea of liking something that was a target for you and you would find yourself liking it was a bit of a weird period. So I saw I saw a couple of clips of Friendship is Magic, and it looked cute and everything. I was like, you know, Equestria guy, that's supposed to be a middle finger. Anyway, but I look at it and it's like, you know, the art style, it kind of reminds me of Powerpuff Girls, when little did I realize that Lauren Faust was married to Craig McCracken. But I saw that people were saying some praises to it. I saw it had some positive ratings. I'm like, people like My Little Pony? I thought that was like just an old dated like marketing tool or something. And it kind of like, yeah, little did I know, I was like, okay, I could not sleep on this anymore. So I turned it on, like I opened my phone and I searched, is there an episode somewhere? And there it was. Episode 1, laid right in my hands, like, okay, I'll give this first episode a watch. I found myself finishing the 2-parter when I didn't realize. I'm like, holy shit, I actually found that fun. And then I started to marathon throughout all of season 1, and that's where I became the brony and confessed to everybody, yeah, I kind of like the show. And everybody said, oh, you're a brony, welcome to the herd, and yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to hell. We sell coupons.
If I had to say one show that I didn't think I would ever get into, and I thank my nephews for this, was DuckTales 2017, because I didn't care for DuckTales when it was for the 2017 incarnation of DuckTales when it first came out, because I just wasn't interested. It just didn't pique my interest, even with hearing that David Tennant was involved in the show. But then I saw the show, you know, tidbits of season 2 and a little bit of season 1 when my nephews were watching it in my bedroom. And when I started to see all the storylines about Della Duck, the triplets' mother, that's when I decided, okay, I need to give this show a watch. I need to see what's so good about it. The same thing can be said with Gravity Falls, because I slept on it because, again, I didn't give that much of a shit for it. But then when I ended up finally watching the show out of morbid curiosity a few years after it ended, I kind of started beating myself going, I should have watched this show when it came out! God damn it!
Well, I mean, to be fair, since you slept on it, you actually had more to consume over time.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I feel like that idea of you have to see it when it comes out, or something to that effect, is kind of just like, well, no, watch it whenever you want, because, like, just... Basically, things shouldn't be judged by how much attention they get the day they're released.
Yes.
Fair.
They should be judged on how much attention they get just over their whole run. And I feel like that's a problem with, like, movies and shows and all that other stuff.
Whoa.
What was that, Golden?
Wolfhead.
I'm not doing anything.
Wolfie.
I'm not doing anything, he says, while we can all see the fucking chat.
Also, you made a good point, Logic.
Yeah. So it's like, I know that's never going to change, because box office bullshit nonsense cancer. It's just like, fucking...
Yeah.
It's like, something should be judged by the impact it makes in its entirety, not just its first 5 minutes. Because, like, what if certain people are asleep in those first 5 minutes? What are you going to do then?
Right. Let's see it.
Got any more miscellaneous questions there?
It's really sad when you think about, how box office records indicate the potential for future franchises and such. Even if a movie is bad, like, you'll have a bad movie and it does well at the box office, and then it gets a sequel of a bad movie and it just continues from there.
Yeah, it's like, it's even worse when you consider that because people do what they do based on those numbers, you kind of realize that, like, that's just like, okay, so that means it's not quality that gets it done, it is happenstance, and more often than not, that happenstance is related to a name. People will say, oh, the live-action remakes of Disney movies were really successful. That means they're good, right? No, it means people went to see them because it's Disney.
Yeah. It just, because at the end of the day, when it comes to that, we have our own selves to blame.
Yeah, like, and I've noticed some... Yeah, it's like, and I know... And another thing... It's also something that they're aware of, and it's something they can use to game the system. Going back to Halo again, because I will never stop. Never.
Good.
The whole thing with Paramount is that people will brag that the show got a second season, so it had to be good, but no, it's like, no, the second season was greenlit before anyone even saw the first one.
Yeah.
But of course, Paramount isn't going to say that, because it makes them look better if they let people believe that everybody loved Paramount's Halo so much it earned its second season. It didn't. It was given it.
The best nickname to give the Halo series is No Halo.
Yes.
No Halo.
Honestly, I would just call it the Jimmy Ring Show, because that's what the fan is like. That's what the Halo fandom calls the quote-unquote Master Chief of the Silver Timeline, Jimmy Rings.
Just play Halo Reach.
Just honestly, just do what you want. Like, honestly, yeah, I do think it sucks that the Halo everybody gets to see is the worst version of it. But, like,
Oh, here's an interesting question. What is something you don't like that everyone else loves? I'm going to come out and say this. I did not like Finding Nemo.
Really?
Because
blasphemy!
That's fair.
No, because the story was a father saving son scenario, which I've seen a dozen times. Dory was obnoxious.
Okay.
And it seemed like the movie just did well because of the Pixar label, and that everybody loved the visuals.
yeah.
Yes.
Also, if you hated Dory, then I bet you were thrilled that they made a whole fucking movie about her.
The weird thing is that I liked Finding Dory more because it didn't make her as obnoxious. She was being, like, she's trying to, like, find out her identity and everything and working with, like, any of her disabilities. Like, I was able to find more of that than Marlin going through obstacle after obstacle while Nemo is stuck in one place for an hour and a half.
Fair.
And also, I like that. Sorry, I also like that Marlin and Nemo were working together through that entire aquarium.
Oh yeah, that is definitely one of the best things about Finding
and that's
Dory.
why I liked it more than Finding Nemo.
Because their relationship was definitely a lot more established right there in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
What's one thing that everyone seems to like, but I hate?
I got one. I got one for me.
Okay.
I got one for me. The fucking Fast and the Furious series. I don't hate it.
I actually agree with you.
I don't like
like,
Fast and Furious. You're not alone in that.
It's like, I get what they're trying to do. You know, they're trying to be very outlandish, but, and I'll say this once, and I'll say it again multiple times. Wasn't this franchise about fucking cars?
Not anymore.
Family.
Not anymore. No, it's about family, Death.
Family.
No,
Family.
you're forgetting one
done
thing. Hold on, you're forgetting one thing, Def.
Yes.
The Rock.
Yeah, it's all about Dwayne The Rock Johnson and family. And Vin Diesel and family. And family.
Wait, no, have they done a movie where it's just cars in space yet?
Not
have
yet.
they fought aliens
Wally?
yet?
Not yet. Wally.
Wally is not cars in space.
I love Wally. Why would you disperse that film by comparing it to that?
Disperse or disparage?
Disparage. You know I don't do words good.
Disparage goes very well with cheese when it's in a wrap. It's those green things with the spikes, right?
But yeah, the Fast and the Furious series makes me snooze, dude. I don't see the hype, and that's about it.
Yeah.
It feels like a movie that's constantly trying to one-up itself, but it forgot to tell everybody that you're not supposed to take it seriously.
Yeah.
There's frankly a lot of things that I hate but everybody else likes. I don't like Gumball, but everybody loves it. I can't stand Kung Fu Hustle, and people constantly make that comparison with Kung Pao into the Fist. Yeah, Kung Fu Hustle is just so mean-spirited. None of the characters are likable. I especially could not stand the landlord.
Like, I would give the defense that it is a spoof movie, because you can tell it's not dubbed properly. Like, I think the idea of Kung Fu Hustle is that you're supposed to treat it like a big joke, because it is, in effect, just a poorly dubbed joke.
There is...
And that's supposed to be its charm, and some people don't see that charm, and that's fine.
That.
Go ahead, Def.
Like that. Oh no, go ahead, Def.
No, go on. Go on,
right.
hun.
What is that other kung fu movie that's really good but is poorly dubbed?
Kung Fu Panda?
No, not Kung Fu Panda.
Paws of Fury?
No, it's not Paws of Fury. Fuck, what is it?
Kung Pao Enter the
Flying
Fist.
daggers?
Kung Pao Enter the Fist. That movie is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no, I love the movie just because of that, and everybody compares that to Kung Fu Hustle. I think they just like Kung Fu Hustle because of the choreography, which doesn't equate to anything.
I have one answer to that question, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of crucifixion for it because people really adore this brony artist.
Yeah.
Everybody in the fandom adores Violet Pony. I am very indifferent to her, and to be kind of honest, I get very eye-rolling when everybody is shoving her in my face. Nothing against her or any other aspect. I just don't think her music is that uber fantastic. I did like Cutie Marks. Cutie Marks was great, but I think she should have cut the album maybe like 5 to 6 tracks, because 19 songs was too damn long. Also, I think Isometric was a far more better track than Antonif, aka that song about Fluttershy. It's like, God damn, that's not that good, to be honest. I think Isometric was better.
If we're going to talk about brony music, the one song I could not stand that is listed at the top of everyone's list is the Discord song from Living Tombstone.
Really?
I love that song. It's such an earworm, though.
That song, that's the problem. It's just, people will not shut up about it. It's not just an oversaturation. It's like, first off, the song is a remix of another artist. I forgot who it was. But the song is just...
Eurobrony.
Eurobrony.
Eurobrony. Okay, yeah. But everybody keeps using that as the brony anthem. No, that is not the anthem. Proud to be a brony by Black Griffin defines being a brony. It's so much more. It's about being a brony. And like,
I love how triumphant you made that sound. I agree with you now. You've convinced me.
I agree with it too.
Yeah.
Also, just hearing the melody, just go on, da 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 da. It gets irritating.
Well, I mean, you didn't exactly help when you made a parody of it, to be fair.
I mean,
I made a parody of it because Discord was being an uncooperative sack of shit. But
I was just gonna also mention, I think that for me, I can't stand the song that much, with the exception of the BronyCon remake. Was mainly because my friend, who pretty much I made into a brony when we ended up reuniting back in high school, really liked singing it all the time. It got so repetitive. I just I hate this song and I wish it would stop appearing everywhere.
I can't be your friend anymore. I'm sorry. Pulls out a Glock.
No! Besides, he owns
also,
a Glock. He'd kill me.
Also, for my answer for the question, I'm actually going to switch it up a bit because I don't think I have many things that I hate that is predominantly loved by other people. But I do have something I like that I know is predominantly hated by a lot of people.
Yes.
What?
Anybody here ever heard of a video game called Fortnite?
Oh my god.
Oh, really?
Fortnite
I've heard of it before. I've never heard of it before.
Is this because of the new Dragon Ball update?
No, I've enjoyed it before that. Okay, so my thing with it, and I need to explain this properly because I can feel the eyes judging. Fuck you all, by the way. So,
no, I support you.
I like the game. I like playing the game. I like it even more when I'm winning, but even when I'm not, I still find a way to progress, and I like that, which is why I don't like Halo Infinite, because you can only progress by doing one fucking thing, and it's what you're not supposed to do. But in Fortnite, when I play it, I don't know, I have fun. I don't have fun when playing it with other people under most circumstances because, I don't know, I don't know, whenever you're in a team in a game like that, it feels like there's an expectation to, be there for the other members, and it's just I kind of just want to see the scenery and see if I can scalp this fucking llama with a heavy sniper rifle. Is that cool?
Yeah.
So I don't like it's the only game that should be fun with more people that I don't like playing with other people.
Man, I was gonna ask you.
And
Want to
it's
play Fortnite?
Maybe sometime, who knows? I'm now that you have the context. But it's another thing I like about it is its lore and story, because funnily enough, it has one of those. So Wolf had just explained it, the collab with Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
That's canon. That's Fortnite canon. As is the one with Star Wars, the one with Marvel, the one with DC, the one with Naruto, the one with fucking Stranger Things. Basically, anything that's ever appeared in Fortnite is canon, and any franchise it's attached to is canonically tied to Fortnite. Specifically because of the story surrounding the 0 Point, which is where the Big Bang happened and where every universe in the multiverse was once a part of. So,
Something I found interesting about Fortnite. Apparently, the community doesn't like. There's so many collabs to that game, and I'm just but isn't that the big point of the franchise?
That. I do like the self-contained narrative stuff more than I like the collab story, but I do appreciate that the collab story is there. I like the season where Jonesy pulls in a bunch of characters from different franchises to stop people from reaching the 0 Point because he grabs Alien, Predator, Marcus Phoenix, fucking Master Chief, and a handful of others. And I like that because the collabs are part of what's going on in Fortnite, not the other way around. Because there was a Marvel collab when Galactus was making his way to the island, and Galactus was going to eat the 0 Point to become Psycho Space Jesus or something. I don't know. And everything suddenly became Marvel. You had Iron Man doing all the shit with the battle buses, and you had fucking Thor coming down and go hey, what's up? Hello, want to help us beat the shit out of the closest thing you guys have ever seen to a god? Cool, let's go. And it's just I think it would have been cooler if, much like the other example I gave, the collabs served the main Fortnite story and not the other way around. And thankfully, it like the collabs helping Fortnite's narrative does happen a lot more than the other way around. At least in my opinion. And that's why I like it. I like the story it's telling, regardless of the collabs, because I've always had a soft spot for crossovers. Like, I like the concept of universes being able to intermingle and do things together. Like, I saw this cool little comic bit once where it's the original Avengers movie, only certain characters are replaced with Doom Guy, Master Chief, and Samus from Metroid. Doom Guy is the Hulk, and Master Chief is Captain America. And it's the scene where Hulk punches the big flying serpent thing that the friggin' Chitauri sent him.
Yeah.
You know, that's my secret cap, I'm always angry scene. That one. But it's replaced with those characters, and it's just like, you know what? Yeah, I do want to see what it would look like for these friggin' power armor badasses just beating the shit out of their various enemies together. Because it's cool. That's why Smash is cool. That's why Multiverses is cool. That's why Fortnite, to me at least, is cool. Because the thing about Fortnite is it's a good game played predominantly by bad people. And that's sad.
That's why I play it.
I'll admit the community isn't a very nice place most of the time, but that doesn't mean all of the time. You can find nice people, but you have to be the one that looks for them. I can't be bothered to do that. But it's like I enjoy it for what it is, not for what its community is.
I just looked through all the fucking through all the events that Fortnite had, and I totally forgot that one of the earliest events that Fortnite ever had was that fucking Travis Scott concert.
Also, I forgot there was the Star Wars collab where, by the way, to learn that Palpatine had been resurrected, you had to play Fortnite. And that's probably another reason people didn't like the sequel trilogy. I'm not kidding, by the way. The only way you would acquire that information without leaks is to play Fortnite and go to the event where all of the loopers on the island watch the triumphant return of fucking Sheev Palpatine. And it's just like, oh.
It's still funny as fuck.
Oh my god.
I am the Senate.
And on that note, go ahead.
It's just funny to acknowledge how important Fortnite is now.
You know what one of my favorite memes is before we cap this off?
What?
Yes.
It's it's a parody of the you can get as mad at me as you want, but you can't unfuck the Thanksgiving turkey. But it's this version is you can get as mad at me as you want, but you can't disconnect your favorite franchise from Fortnite.
Oh shit. Yeah, that is true. They're all going to be in Fortnite at one point or another.
I'm waiting for Mario to get that Glock.
Imagine Mario showed up in Fortnite. Okay.
Oh no, Mario, Goku, Superman, Master Chief, and Rick Sanchez get into a gunfight.
Alright, and to cap that off, that finishes up Askin the Fox, or the Q&A, because we've been at this for a while. I mean, that's kind of expected to happen.
Yeah.
But I hope you guys enjoyed listening in on this, and any closing statements you guys have before we end it completely?
Drink your water.
Drink your water. Okay.
I have one that I think is a really good one.
Okay.
What?
Always try to see if something, whether it's a TV show or food or a video game or anything like that, is something you would enjoy. Don't let other people tell you should or shouldn't, because only you can determine whether or not you will like something.
That's a good one.
Mine will be look at eye ladies.
All right.
What?
Mine.
Anyway.
Mine is Hail Satan. There you go.
Wait, what?
Hail Satan.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
I hope so.
For legal reasons, it was not.
I was trying to set up a these nuts joke, but it didn't stick.
I would have done that. It's like, humor is not complying. Put in the correct CDs. What kind of CDs?
CDs nuts.
La, 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 la. God, I love that channel.
Good night, everybody.
Yep.
Goodbye. Play Cult of the Lamb, but goodbye.
Play Xenoblade.